trying to think what else. Oh, this past Sunday, Battle Club Pro returned. I want to thank everybody that came out. I was actually really excited to see some old faces that I haven't seen in a long time. So it was really good to get everybody together in one space as we are officially on the road to Jobber Slam 4. I don't know what this is in my ear. Overstimulation is happening. Whatever you say, that's gonna be my answer because I really don't. I don't. What's some of the what do you think are some of the characteristics of Kendrick?
Goldberg and Brett.
Definitely not Goldberg.
Definitely Goldberg.
So the Drake beef. So it's two. Okay, let's do two. Let's do two different conversations. Two different things is what do you consider? And if you would explain somebody in wrestling terms, what is going on? Who's Kendrick and Drake? That's throughout history. Which two enemies would you pick?
I would have said Cena and Randy, but I don't. Once again, I don't.
Cena
I'm not in the beef. I don't know what's really going on, and nor do I care because niggas make more than me, so it's really hard for me to relate.
It's definitely Cena.
I think it's Cena and Punk.
No, because the reason why
2011 low key vibes.
Because the reason why I said it's not Punk or Cena because everybody fucked with Kendrick and Drake off the rip. Not everybody fucked with Punk off the rip. A lot of people he always have beef everywhere he goes. Always issue. Him as a personal person. So for me, it would have to say is somebody who embodies that whole niggas fuck with me since day one. Owes to the rise. It's got to be Daniel Bryan, John Cena.
I say CM Punk and Cena because CM Punk is the epitome of ROH, the epitome of what you would call professional wrestling. Punk is the epitome of, this is how wrestling should be. And he got fire mic skills. Overall, if you would rate him as a wrestler, as a mark, you would rate him like a 99. CM Punk is what every Marks of Mark's favorite wrestler is.
Actually, Bryan.
No, it's CM Punk. And the reason why I say CM Punk is because of his mic skills. Daniel Bryan never had the mic skills that CM Punk has. Is he better technically? Yes. So hold on. I would even argue that Daniel Bryan would be J. Cole.
I won't say J. Cole because I would look at it this way, right? If consider mic skills, right, you have to go off with marketing. Off the rip, niggas like Daniel Bryan don't have to say much. Niggas is gonna go out there and buy his stuff though.
But then that proves my point though, because CM Punk is a bigger star than Daniel Bryan. Kendrick Lamar is a bigger star than J. Cole. So, because Kendrick Lamar is at a point where you can argue that there's an argument on who's a bigger star between him and Drake. John Cena is pop. John Cena is mainstream. John Cena is I can wrestle, but why do I need to?
But I never denied John Cena, period.
But no, I'm just saying, Drake is, I'm going back to still to saying the point, Drake is John Cena because of that. My pen is nice, but I don't need to write that much.
And on top of that is, they both appropriate culture.
No, yeah, you can say, I wouldn't say that because Drake is part black. And
you see, you only go off about that black culture. I'm going off a culture that doesn't have to do by skin, but different Afrobeat. You go to Jamaica, culture like that. I'm not just only focusing just black culture.
But then the thing about it, that's all black. It's a different version of it. It's all black. And then also John Cena, and the thing about it, you can argue that with Jay. Jay-Z has changed up some things over the years to insert himself in certain things that to make sure keep himself relevant and hot.
So that would be Jericho.
That's why he's the GOAT. But it's so my thing is CM Punk is Kendrick because every wrestling fan is like that's the GOAT. And every rapper fan is like Kendrick's the GOAT.
Wait, what?
Every wrestling fan, CM Punk's the GOAT. From anybody around our age,
especially if they watch the ROH.
Yeah.
Now you see. I think that when niggas said that CM Punk is their GOAT, some of them have recency bias because how I noticed that though, because when CM Punk was not in the limelight, people were speculating him coming back. Nobody would say CM Punk as their fucking GOAT. Everybody was saying everyone else.
Nah.
I actually feel the opposite.
I feel the opposite. People
actually
like the people like okay. What I mean by that, the people who rocked to him and stayed with him forever. Cool. But there's a lot of people who just now saying CM Punk is the GOAT recently. I'm looking like y'all was not keeping that same energy when he was not in wrestling. Y'all didn't even mention him. A lot of y'all didn't mention him the way y'all mention right now.
Nah, I think CM Punk has been hot for I think he even got hotter when he disappeared.
To be honest, even after when he left, like niggas had to still fight in live crowds, them chanting CM Punk's name.
Yeah.
Like
it
legit.
doesn't mean that it's one of those things where like how y'all won't be down with the crowd.
CM Punk is
Stop that. The whole how that CM Punk shit, I'll never take that away from it. But I'm saying it this way. I'm not saying he didn't have fans, but a lot of people that I seen, those the hardcore fans rock with him forever, always said that. But as other fans, I'm looking at them looking like not one time I had a conversation, who's y'all go? Y'all mentioned CM Punk at all.
I've met people that said that. I'm not taking away from what you're saying, but the overall consensus from what I've watched, this is what I'm saying, is that niggas we acting like CM Punk was God for years. After that pipe bomb, CM Punk's pipe bomb is the equivalent of Kendrick's Mad City, Good Kid, Mad City. That's what that pipe bomb was. That pipe bomb was the equivalent of Good Kid, Mad City. That was the equivalent. Because after that pipe bomb, you thought this man was the greatest wrestler of all time. Am I correct?
Cool. Oh, okay. Someone mentioned MED999 said this. A lot of people didn't know CM Punk for the Ring of Honor days. A lot of people know him based off his WWE run.
Yeah,
right?
That's the same thing. Niggas ain't know who Kendrick Lamar from Section 80. And then when that nigga got signed to TDE, and when Drake put this nigga on, because everybody remembers this, and I'm going to say this right now, just like the way that this nigga CM Punk was hating on John Cena, Kendrick's been hating on Drake for years. Everybody that's on the live right now, I want y'all to go listen to Buried. I keep mentioning this. Go listen to Buried Alive, the interlude. If you listen to that interlude, this nigga Kendrick is like, this nigga's famous? How's he famous? So he likes this lifestyle? Oh, I don't know if I can do this.
So, okay.
Because CM Punk's a hater. He's a different man now. He old. He got bad triceps.
Nigga say,
bad back.
He had me, and Michael's, shout out to Michael Bostic, he's here in the background. Michael can attest to that. Yo, that whole segment with him and Drew on Monday.
Fire.
I fucking hollered.
Fire.
I was in tears. Because I was just like, as crazy as this is, and like whether it's been done before, whether it felt so refreshing to see the character development of both of them. And y'all know I'm not a Drew McIntyre fan like that. But just to see the development, Drew being upset he was drafted late, to then seeing Phil in the skybox, and for me, it's the details. To then going up to the skybox and finding a signed autograph from Phillip Brooks, and then he's in the ring, and Pat McAfee on commentary like, I got you, bro, I'ma time you, because he said my promo is gonna be less than how long you were champion for. Just that whole segment, I say,
it was fire. It was
this
fire.
shit is great.
But we gotta give, and y'all niggas know I can't stand CM Punk on a personal level. Nah. He fucked with my coach, and I will always feel some type of way.
So wait. So this goes back to where people have been talking like, you see, he's not been telling a lot of people CM Punk ain't shit. But go ahead.
It doesn't matter. What CM Punk and Drew Mackey, my nigga Drew
that just re-signed.
I know he got the bag,
The
son.
bag.
I know he got the
he
bag.
He set up whatever, but he could set up his whole life with that contract he just signed.
And this goes, and you know what? I enjoyed. That's my favorite segment of the week.
Yeah. Honestly,
of the week. I think we should do that now. Favorite segment of the week.
I was in tears. I said, yo, Phil has me so weak right now because this is just him, like live and in color. And they're playing so I listen, I didn't this was the feud that I didn't think I needed.
Yeah.
Like when we came out of WrestleMania, even before WrestleMania, probably about Rumble, it was just like this was not on my bingo card.
But you know what makes it so good? They don't need a title.
At all.
Yeah. It's just two guys don't like each other, building up on things. And you know what's even more interesting? This has been building up with the fake reports since Survivor Series of last year when they were like how that Drew walked out, he slammed his locker.
He walked out. He was
very angry, unhappy. So this buildup has been great because they're building off the fact that suppose, quote unquote, nobody likes CM Punk. It's one of those situations where we're constantly
welcome to the party.
We're constantly put in a situation where the constant.
You said what?
Pop Gino.
Come on.
Where it's a buildup. It's a buildup of stars. Like they got a plethora. When I say plethora of star power, and then the draft came around, they didn't even change nothing. They said we good on both sides.
They changed a little bit.
They changed shit.
They changed a little bit. Like I like the fact that Nia now is on SmackDown low key and how she was presented in that way. I was like, fuck yeah.
Nia's so pretty, son.
You know what remind me of, man? I'll guess right here, H2O at a celebrity basketball game. Plethora of stars.
Son, I get my draft letter. I ain't get my nigga didn't get his draft letter.
No, it went out today.
No. Son. I ain't get my hat. I get my
First of all,
hat.
this is coming from the person that started on some like I just want one wrestling match. And then what?
Now he's a professional.
So
wrestler.
now that you don't put him in the game, you done gave him the rock. This man over here thinks he about to be.
I'm just trying to foul out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. H2O in the building.
Friend of the show in the building.
Yes.
Making moves in New York. Shout out to my city, New York. Listen, we won last night. Shout out to New York Knickerbockers. That's the hat that I have on Vaughn.
The Knickerbockers.
Where'd you get that hat from?
Funny story.
That's a free Nick hat.
Correct.
He got no.
Correct.
No, I know it because I gave him out before.
No, but he's correct.
Yeah.
So what happened was, I think this was like the second to last regular season game that the Knicks had in there. I think they were playing either in Boston or something.
It was OKC.
But it was somewhere. Yeah. The Knicks ended up buying out Cats to do a viewing party in Cats. So we actually have like New York Nick colored cat shirts selling at the store and stuff. So I went in the office one day just for something else though, but I saw the hats and I was like, oh shit, I had already got my t-shirt. So I was like, oh shit, the hat. And I was like, Mikey like hats. So that's really where I came from. I said, well, I'm a duo, so I'm gonna need 2. Them niggas end up giving me 4, but they're white hats.
Where the other 2 go?
First of all, they're white hats, so they're still in the house because once these get dirty, we gonna have to change them out. But I'm gonna see if they have any more though for you.
I would like a hat.
I know you would.
I got you, man.
I
got tons of Nick gear.
So, ladies and gentlemen, last year your boy had a triple double.
Did he really?
Had a triple deuce.
Did he really?
I had a triple son. I had a triple double.
Did he really?
Triple
Did
single.
you really?
I had triple single. Son, I was in the game for single seconds.
Single seconds.
I had my foul.
You did have a foul. You fouled a
female.
A female, yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, no
Hannah.
respect.
Nah, son.
Hannah O'Flynn.
Son, this female was strong and thick. In many ways.
Oh, well, I think that was Black Rose.
Yeah, the light skin one, little light skin joint.
Black Rose. Shout out to Black Rose, man.
Son. So listen. I was out here on these streets playing ball. Listen, I got a jersey.
Yeah, I know. I was a little dumb.
I don't care. And this year, we in the city.
Yeah.
We in the city. So I need everybody that's a part of Jobber Nation.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all touch down to see Sir Wilkins get in there for 2 minutes. I need 2 minutes now, son. I'm a
Nigga-
star.
nigga
I'm
said-
a star,
We
nigga.
got early bird tickets right now.
My
Only,
man
only
said-
$20.
My man said, "Yo, put me in the game. Put this in my contract. Give me about 120 seconds.
Yeah.
That's all I need. That's all I
That's
need.
it.
120.
I just need 120 seconds.
120 seconds, 2 fouls.
Yeah.
I might get a 3-point shot off, not in,
Yeah.
but off.
What if it goes in then?
Some more.
That's a
more.
bonus. That's a bonus.
Just call me Mr. Water.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's my name, man.
Your name is H2O.
Yeah.
Mr. Waters.
Okay.
Sir Waters.
Oh, so-
Actually, there is already a Waters that we know, so you cannot be
You
that.
can't take
sir.
Oh, Brian H. Waters.
Yeah, shout out to
Okay.
Brian.
But he's H Waters.
He's H. Waters.
I wonder. Oh, damn, Brian's probably not allowed. I'm like, what is
Yo,
your middle
random
name?
question.
Yeah.
This is non-wrestling, non-basketball questions.
Well, when did you start when did y'all start today? Did y'all start at 11:30?
We started at 12.
Started at
Okay.
12.
All right, cool,
So you're
cool,
good.
cool.
Tuh,
So I'm good.
you are excellent.
Okay.
Us, on the other hand, have been sitting here for about 45 minutes.
That's
like,
good.
the fuck?
So,
I want to get into some wrestling today.
but I want to
No, we
ask
definitely
ask
will.
this one question to the live and you yourself. Do you send women affirmations?
affirmations.
This nigga was confused even by the question.
Like,
The
do I
fuck?
send them affirmations?
Affirmations.
Give me an example.
So,
Like,
nah, all right,
I need to know
all right. So,
in what
He
the
said,
story-
"Give me context."
Story time. We have a boy. He's out here on these streets right now, single. He's single,
Okay.
but he's a
Ready
good,
to mingle.
ready to mingle.
He's
Okay.
a devil right now.
Yeah.
He's
You
in
know,
the streets.
good looking brother, dark skin, bald head. So he finally in shape now. He getting these bitches
Okay.
or women, whichever one word
This
you want to
nigga's
call
out
it.
of control. He said, "All I got is hard D and the bubble gum."
Oh,
Exactly.
wow.
So
what kind of bubble
there's
gum
this
though?
there's this one chick
That
that he's on his roster.
On his body.
He told me and him was chopping it up with him. I'm chopping it up with him. He's like, yeah, you know, she be feeling insecure sometimes. So I send her affirmations. I said, for what? Why are you sending her affirmations? He's like, I just want her to feel good about
Oh,
herself.
juicy fruit.
I
Good
said, no,
choice.
you should not be doing that. So that's the context of the situation.
Actually, I'm actually gonna
Double down on that real quick.
He FaceTimes me. Now listen, everyone knows it's my best friend over
Yeah.
10 years. This nigga don't ever FaceTime me. He'll call from time to time, but he will never FaceTime me. So I'm at work and he FaceTime me. I said, is this nigga in jail? Is he okay? Like, how are you FaceTiming me? So I pick up the phone. He goes, yo, I got a quick question for you. I said, all right, cool. He goes, do you want somebody to text you affirmations? I was just like, for what? Like, what? I was just like, first of all, if that's not your main, what the fuck is you texting affirmations for? Like, don't waste your time on just stragglers
Okay.
now.
So when all right,
The
so
fuck?
all right,
Respectfully,
the
though, like,
relationship
come on.
side, women hate nice things from guys. They don't like nice guys, right? Women,
Trust me, I know.
Women really they don't like nice guys.
Which is why,
This- like, so when
why
you-
people don't like baby faces.
Like I've
in wrestling.
literally gotten more, and not to go off, I've literally gotten more from women, like when I was a douchebag. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like me being a nice guy, I've gotten cheated on. I've gotten not
Damn.
like real talk. Like I'm keeping it a whole buck.
They
like
was out here
this is back then. So this is
creeping.
what made this is what makes savages.
This is part of his villain arc.
This is what
Some
makes
Batman shit.
this is what makes a
Damn.
man a savage.
I'm gonna say
It's,
something.
so, like, you know, even in elementary school, you just took this to a whole nother thing. Even in elementary school, we like the pretty girl, right?
Yeah.
We all,
We all-
yeah.
yeah.
And I still, he knows her name. He knows the girl's name.
Mary Bellamy.
Yep. I'm not gonna say it.
I'm
but
gonna say her
still-
name.
I
Crazy.
still know the girl's
Mary
name
Bellamy
that I
with the
like.
freckles.
That I liked
Red
in,
hair.
in elementary school and middle school and all that. They would take your heart out. They'll talk to
She
you.
ripped my-
You're on the phone with them late night. You know, you got to make the call, and then they'll talk to your best friend.
Yeah.
Your best friend Corey.
Or
And then
or
it's-
your best friend Shane.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Shane was
you
that
done,
dude though.
you done open up
Shane was
a
that
whole.
dude.
Fucking
Shane
Shane.
was that dude though.
but-
I don't give a fuck if Shane was that
Yo.
dude. Sherry went out with Shane.
Shane was that dude though.
He's
son.
so upset. Y'all
So
done open up a wound for him.
He's giving out like the government. I'm not doing that, but I know that these
Ask her about
guys.
Sherry.
It's better to do it that
Ask
way.
her about Sherry, Michael.
So at the end of the day,
Oh yeah.
Ask her about Sherry.
Oh,
about Shane.
all right, now we need to know.
gonna make a text right now.
Yeah, like we actually need to know this right now.
So being nice, you always got the bad end of the stick. You know what I mean?
Broke
always.
my heart, nigga.
Girls having babies on you. You go away
Now
to college.
Woo!
So it's crazy stuff that women do. And then they make it seem like men are the dog, like, or we're the ones who really think with our private parts, when women really are the ones who think with their private parts. And it's just a whole dynamic of like blaming the opposite sex. But really, men come from a standpoint of really wanting to be with that person until they got hurt, and then we just like go into a shell, and then we don't open our hearts up.
Villain
anymore.
arc.
Yeah.
Villain arc.
I'm gonna say from my point of view is this.
So
way
affirmations to a woman, depending on who she is, I don't think you should start out with that, giving her all these affirmations and doing certain
Nah, that's
things.
you gassing her
I don't.
up.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
what
you
if
know
that
you're
don't last?
gaslighting, and then you're not lasting. Then now you're all
Empty.
empty.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
don't do
say
it.
This. Like I'm not disagreeing with both. I'm not disagreeing with both y'all. I actually do agree with y'all. But it's this why I'll tell gentlemen, women to like approach her if you try to be that friend, because you can figure out what's good for you, what's not good for you. If this female is a good person, and you can measure out, your feelings won't be so much into that. Just in case, like how that she's a slime ball. That's what I do. Now, do I give my girl daily affirmation? No, but
You do. You do. He does.
But not, I don't think in the way of.
but not every day though. Like, what I mean by that,
like if
I
you
don't
had an
wake up-
app and it would tell
No,
you
I
daily
don't do that.
affirmations.
I don't
No,
do
not
I
in
don't
that
do
manner.
You know what I do though is like if I get with the phone with her, this, that, and third. Yo, I love you. This, that, and third. You're a great mother.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. This, that, and third. But that's the girlfriend.
I think also too a big part, and I
Yeah, that's
think
your girlfriend.
it comes with age and maturity and things of that nature.
Exactly.
That you gotta learn the people, you gotta learn the person you're talking to what their love language is. Like legit, like some people don't like words of affirmation. Some people prefer it. So you gotta kind of know what will gravitate to the person and how they gonna receive it, because like somebody, and also to your environment. We've been watching this show called Ready to Love on OWN. It's about black people finding love. Love it. Highly recommend. But I noticed one thing where one girl, she was from, it was based in Texas this season, Fort Worth. So one girl, she's very southern. She's very kind of like soft. She didn't like the nigga from Jersey that was aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
So like, where as somebody that's from up here and is that would gravitate to that too. So like you gotta, it's a mixture of just knowing who you're dealing with.
I think
If
it's
you're
a
from New York, you got to go to the South for a
Yeah,
woman.
for one. I think you have to have a
That's a
mutual
negative.
balance. It has to be, a relationship has to be a mutual balance, a mutual understanding. It has to be like one person can't love more than the other. You can't love with conditions. It has to be an open playing field. Like you have to be, if you're really with that person and you really care for that person, these issues wouldn't be happening. You understand? Because some people you'll rather work it out than to break it off.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? So like that's
Because nobody listen, and I'm gonna tell nobody like that start over shit. So
Shit is whack.
that start over shit is for
But
the
sometimes
birds.
you need fresh energy.
Very
Sometimes
true.
you need fresh energy because the energy that you're getting has been so toxic that you just
You
stay
just
in
need
it,
something new.
and then now you're just in a toxic space,
Mhm.
and you kind of graduated from that space, but you keep yourself and hold yourself back by staying in it. You understand? So sometimes you gotta move on.
At the end of the day,
No effort.
don't send no affirmations.
If they not your short,
If they not
like
your
if they
shorty.
not,
Nah,
if
we
y'all
don't set up-
not, if y'all not been locked in for at least about solid like quarter, so like 3-4 months, bro.
But
Don't
then
do
again,
that shit.
though,
do that
I wouldn't
shit.
say that though because it's all based on relationships. Because like we all been in a situation where like we end up going out with somebody and like all your rules kind of go out the window because y'all vibe.
It's a vibe. You're right.
You feel me?
It's a vibe, and I tell people that all the time. It's a vibe. Like people, are you looking for something? What are you looking? I'm never looking. I'm never ever looking. If you're looking for a
I don't think you
relationship,
should.
you're not.
I
You're
think
never
it
gonna
should
get in a
come to
relationship
you.
if you're looking for a relationship.
Exactly.
It's a vibe. You feel it. You can't help it. You know what I'm saying? It's certain situations you could be and stuff for a long time, but then when you with somebody, you like, oh, this feel different, and then you actually like allow yourself to.
Testament.
You know?
I felt
Yeah.
that.
And mind
Ha.
you, like certain things where like how that. Like certain things like how that we didn't think that we would like.
I'ma
that
try
person
this.
is just like exactly, or like the way that they talk to. It's just like basically with sports.
Yeah.
There's certain coaches that can't get to you. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, it's just like they can't get to you.
yeah.
But it's that one coach that brings out the best of you
100%.
because he knows how to talk to you. And it's not the way I talk to you, but he understands. He lets you be you. You look like,
Yeah.
oh, in this offense,
Yeah.
I could really be me.
That's a great example. Yeah.
But there's also some relationship where you have to go through it because, like, for example, DeMar DeRozan, right? He had to go to the Spurs to get more structure, to understand how to win and how to be that leader. Now, when he went to the Bulls, you get this version. Some relationship give you life lessons that you need to prepare you for the next
He's still
one.
a loser though.
That's hilarious.
DeMar DeRozan's still a loser.
So-
Like, I get it. I understand.
So-
that's what
I will always say Sherry made me turn heel.
Oh my God. So wait, so who
Shout out
turns
to
you?
Sherry.
So who turns you babyface?
No, I'll never be babyface.
Never be.
The streets will never allow me to be
Hey.
babyface.
That's a lie.
And then I try to dabble into the baby safe face lifestyle, and then they lie on you.
All right, guys. So let's talk
So,
about
yeah,
some
that was
wrestling.
crazy.
No, because
Like, please.
because
let's
we
move on.
because I already know what the fuck he talking about. So I'm not gonna do that with y'all today. Y'all done already got married, and hopefully she can respond and give some little.
Well, she said, and I quote, I don't know who that is.
No, she don't know the last name. WONG.
Nigga, Asian girl?
She was Japanese and Jamaican.
Oh.
Well, we all have stories where people have hurt us. I can go and
No,
blurt out.
Chinese and Jamaican.
I
Sorry.
can blurt out every single name, but I'm not gonna give them the benefit of the doubt.
No, she get the benefit of the doubt.
Nah, he's
Because-
definitely like that. He don't
because
give a
I'm
fuck.
not gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and blast her and give her, people like who look, then looking down my Instagram, seeing if I'm still. No,
Nah,
I'm not gonna do
listen,
that.
listen.
Said I'm protecting
In
myself.
her defense, she did nothing wrong. She was no. She went for what she wanted.
Wait,
But
so
in
wait,
the process,
wait,
it hurt the nigga.
wait,
Hold on.
Wait,
What-
the
You
nigga
went
she
with
was,
my best friend.
Wait, hold,
That's crazy.
okay.
That's crazy. Best friend.
Wait,
no,
the nigga that she ended up
crazy.
fucking with, how was he like? How was he compared to Wilkins?
Here's the thing, though, sonny. What the honest opinion?
Yeah,
though,
I
son,
just want to get a visual, just
It's
so I
just
know.
that Shay just had confidence.
And say he had tattoos in the car.
Yeah.
Ah,
How long ago was this?
that
It sounds
car.
like-
No, it's
Well,
high school.
It's
But
high
like
school.
school.
overall though, if like Shane kind of all of that, but it's that.
Where's he
confidence,
now?
though.
What is he
Right.
doing now?
Okay, that was definitely my
He
next
on
question.
his business.
He owns a trucking business.
Oh, good for him. Wait, so he not with Miss Wong?
Nah, he definitely not messing with Miss Wong.
Oh, okay. Have you
Do
seen
you
Miss
still
Wong on
want to be with Miss
Instagram?
Wong?
Huh?
Huh?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Listen. At the end of the day, she did what anybody would do at the time. I ain't gonna lie.
She went to the nigga that
She
had a
went
car.
to the nigga had a car,
Had
tattoos,
tattoos.
tattoos and money. I understand, but a nigga was hurt.
They still trying to
Nigga
figure it out.
still hurt. How about that? Nigga still
You know what?
reeling
Things
from it.
could hurt and sting, and could you always remember it.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, when a woman chooses another man over you, it's like that's an ego hit, because it's different when a man can have a beautiful a 10, he can have a 10 and still deal with a 5, and still
That don't make
mess
no
with
sense.
a 5 just cause.
Because the vibe,
Like,
the vibe.
the vibe, or
vibe.
just the
No, just
body or
because
something
you
like that.
can. Just
Yeah,
because you can.
and he'll just do it, and then
Yeah.
like your 10 is like what, like
What you
can't
need,
comprehend it, like,
everything, yeah.
but we'll do that. But when a woman messes with she's emotionally attached, something she really, really likes. You could literally do that and not care about this other woman, the 5. You don't care about her at all. And all men here can vouch for that, and you know it. But the woman has to be vibing with that dude on another level. Something, whether he got money, whether he, you know what I mean, he make her laugh, something.
Oh, the laughing hurts.
She really,
Laughing
really
hurts.
likes.
The laughing
And then,
That's how.
her body,
Yeah,
something that she really likes.
Yeah.
Us, we just, whatever,
Yeah.
and move on with our day. Like, you know
I
what I'm
got
saying?
front. That hurts me the most. He makes me laugh, son. When she does the ha ha, nah, bitch, you gotta go.
I'm weak.
You gotta go.
And you know what I hate when they start watching wrestling because of you, and then nah,
still
son,
watch wrestling?
nah, son,
You can't
nah,
watch
son.
Cody Rhodes no more.
Nah,
You can't.
nah.
He finished his
Nah.
story, and so is yours.
It's when they start watching wrestling, and then they start coming
Oh,
around.
coming outside.
Come outside to indie events.
Oh wow, bro, what's going on here, bro? Like this.
No, this is just life. I promise you.
This
This
is
is not current, but this is
Okay.
just life.
They come to indie events. Like, bitch, you weren't watching wrestling before me. The last wrestler you knew of is
Was
Stone
Hulk
Cold
Hogan.
Steve Austin.
Hulk Hogan.
And now you want to pull up to indie events? I'm bitter. I put you on to this lifestyle.
Yeah.
Nah,
I put you on to this lifestyle, ma.
I ain't gonna front. I'm not gonna lie though, son. I do feel some type of way where the girls used to mess with, talk about, yo, I love wrestling. Bro, I'm like, yo, Son, you used to make fun of me, dogs. You used to make fun of me. I used to slay. I make fun of me. Why you watching wrestling?
Yo, is wrestling cool again?
I don't give a damn.
No,
Wrestling been cool. Wrestling
right
been
now
cool.
for us, it's been cool.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
is it cool?
Wrestling is acceptable now. Not
Because
100%
those
cool.
conversations that we used to have, it was like, you watched
Yeah, it was whispers.
Yo, you saw Raw?
It was whispers.
Yo, you saw SmackDown? Huh? Yo, you still? Because it's like
you had to be
adult.
in the message boards. Low
You know what I
key,
hate?
back in the day.
I hate when people say, "Yo, it's fake," or, "Bro, let you think I do?" It's a male soap opera for me. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I like different characters, this, that, and third. At the end of the day, why? If you don't like it, don't watch it.
And that goes across
a gun
the board.
to your head and making you, yo, it's fake. They go mad hard.
But then when a nigga hit you with the, but what about movies? It's the same. It's scripted. It's the same thing.
That's different. That's different because we know it's fake.
There you go. So
wrestling's fake.
All right, let's actually. You were talking about characters and all this other stuff. Let's talk about the WWE 2020. That was a mouthful. All them time them niggas would come out and say a draft pick. I was like, God damn. The 2024 WWE draft has concluded. The rosters will be in effect coming this Monday, May 6th, after Backlash, and we'll definitely get to some Backlash predictions a little later. But I would say most people feel cheated out of the draft. Like, it wasn't really a draft in that sense by definition.
And nobody really changed.
Nobody really changed. But what were your thoughts about it? Because I didn't mind who moved, who came up. I thought everything was really appropriate because you still, once again, and they mentioned it on articles and things like that. You got to also think all three brands are changing networks this fall. That's in crazy. The top of the year.
For Monday Night Raw not to be on USA is gonna
for
be
Monday
crazy.
Night Raw starting January 2025 to be on Netflix.
Not even be on
for
cable in general.
SmackDown to be on the USA Network. And for NXT to be on CW. There's a lot of different changes that are happening.
And
so a lot of the articles were saying, like, it just made sense to put familiar faces still on that brand that was notarized before the drive, so that there was still some continuity leading up to that transition. Because that's once again, that the draft, what's going to lock in is going to be for the next year. But that doesn't necessarily mean that people still won't switch brands. It still doesn't mean that there aren't free agents that are still out there that the GMs will be able to sign throughout the year and things of that nature. So,
well, I guess you kind of answered the question.
Well, I mean, y'all have an opinion too.
No, I mean, you kind of answered it with the sense of making it marketable. Like putting faces to these different places, and the new space. All three brands are going, like you said, to three different networks. So they need to lead.
Shout out to Bruce in the chat.
So the person that we talking about, affirmation.
he just gave it a chat.
So affirmations. You want to tell us right now? Our brother just came into the chat. We were speaking about affirmations the other day. The consensus is don't send these affirmations to these scallywags out here on the streets.
These hoes.
But now we go back. We go back to the draft.
So what was the biggest, I think, draft change for you guys? Like, what was something that you were like, oh shit?
CM Punk's still on Raw, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think none of the big, and then Roman what is going on with Roman?
He's doing a movie.
Yeah.
He's doing a movie.
He's doing a movie.
How does
Roman is not scheduled to be on TV until the Friday before SummerSlam.
What happens with Roman now? Like, he's he's not champion. How weird is that gonna be? Is it gonna be weird? Him coming back?
I don't think so, just because of the whole elevation of Bloodline. Like, for months, and probably within even the last year, everyone's been like on some like low key been exhausted about the Bloodline. Like, it's just like ain't nothing new been happening. He's still been champion. Now that we've elevated, where now it goes back to when Roman had told Solo, you're next up. Like, literally said that, and I've said it on the podcast even for when Solo debuted. That's the one you're gonna want to watch because that's gonna be the wild card. So now having him kind of in that sense being the leader of the Bloodline on TV, to now being with Tama Tonga coming on board, with Jacob Fatu. Oh,
Mike,
babe, can you flick for him? Appreciate you. With Jacob on standby, we don't know, and I think that's the beauty of it, is that there's such an unknown about what's going to happen that it leaves you, it's that anticlimactic feel that leaves you like, I got to tune in. I have to see what's going to happen. And I think that's the play that they're going to have. I don't know. I think this may be the time to see if the babyface run for Roman can really happen for him. I think this will probably be the time to do it, because before, ain't nobody was signing up for that.
Do you think that Cody can lead WWE? I've been to, well, you've been to events too. Cody doesn't leave the arena to like, there's damn near no one else there. I went to Nassau Coliseum event. Like, it's cool to see somebody actually care about pro wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, and the look, like he said, I listened to his interviews. He said how like John Cena told him to be the champion without having a belt, without having a title. And that's kind of what he took on. So I was kind of seeing if that was something that he was doing before Cena told him that, or like, is that something that he just picked up after after WrestleMania 39?
Well, I'm gonna say this: Cody's been doing this since the Indies.
Okay.
Like ever since that he got released.
Yeah.
Like I have people telling me stories. Mike Awesome, right? The one that
You mean Matt?
Died.
Matt Awesome.
I was like,
You mean
my
Matt?
bad.
Because I was like, Mike Awesome
I
in
used
the
to love
in the
Mike
ground.
Awesome,
Me
man.
too. He was nice.
Yeah, he was
But
freaking
Matt
nation.
Awesome, right? He's an indie wrestler, and he told a story how he saw Cody at one event. He told him that I think his mother died or something like that. It was his mother or father died. Then the next event, he told them, "Oh, how you doing? This, that, or third." So he's been with the people ever since he was in the Indies, and it's not no gimmick. He would sit there for hours, and just signing autographs,
Even
talking
that-
to people.
That what was the last ROH
Final
thing
Battle?
before
it
they
Final
all
Ba-
went to AEW?
Was it Final Battle?
It could have been, because it was here, and
Was it
we
here?
went, and we were actually did not think the tickets would be, the seats were where they were, but we thought we were being able to sit next to each other. But the way that the seats were, he was on one side of the barricade and I was on the other side of the barricade, but we were on the row, like when they were coming down. So like at the end of the show, after the Bucks and all of them had said, you know, like, thank you guys so much, blah blah blah, Cody literally went around the entire front row and took pictures with everyone. Like the picture I have with Cody it's
the
a
booth?
selfie with, the selfie I have with Cody was because he literally went around the entire ring and took pictures with everybody and thanked everybody and like hugged and kissed that. Like he takes the time for his fans, and that's important, especially when you're the face of the company. Like he, like on paper for the last whatever how many days Roman was champion, he was champion. But when Cody came back, there was just an elevation of like, yo, this is gonna be the person that's gonna lead us into this new era, because that's what they've been, you know, putting in our heads all the past 2-3 weeks. This new era that's ushered in, like Cody's been the face of that even before he was champion.
I love this conversation about Cody being this big baby face, all of that. But the real face of the company is Roman Reigns. That is the true face of the company.
Well, I think he changed what WWE was doing during the pandemic, and he changed the way the business was going. I low key felt Roman in a sense, because it was like, yo, I changed the business. We flipped the script from the McMahon, you know, nonsense that was going on, and then like we're winning, we're selling out stadiums and everything like that, and now you want to come back? Like honestly, like that's how I felt him on that, but I still wanted Cody to win.
No, it's Cody is that baby face.
Yes.
But the person that really moves the needle is Roman.
Yeah.
I don't think so, though.
I think so, because I'll tell you
I
this.
don't think so.
Before Cody got there, your boy Roman was selling out.
No, this is what I'm saying. That happened. True. You can't, you know, contest that. It happened, but then it became a little stale. It became a little
burnt
stale.
out.
And then Roman wasn't
and
even,
it was okay.
And Roman wasn't there, and they're still selling out. You understand? It's not like Roman, he had title defense. Those 3.5 years, Seth Rollins probably fought as many opponents, and his one, not even a full year reign, he probably defended more than Roman did.
So let me ask you.
Honestly.
Let me ask you. Anybody watch UFC?
No.
I do, but I don't really like UFC.
But top guys do not fight all year round.
We get that, but
but hold on.
You need to make Survivor Series, bro.
Hold on.
Hold on.
But what he did was put other people in place, so when I go home, y'all keep the show afloat.
But then again, it's kind of like this way, right?
Cause at the end of the day, if he did not beat Cody at WrestleMania 39,
he needed to do that.
Cody wouldn't have blew up into be one of the biggest baby faces. Wait, hold up.
Agree with you.
Hold up. I'm gonna throw something else on there. The Rock comes back, smacks Cody.
The shit out of Cody.
The dog pissed, bro.
And then what happened? Crybaby.
The fans,
Cody Crybabies.
The fans.
Is
Dwayne felt the way that he wasn't getting received in the way that he thought he was going to get received, and they called the ultimate audible.
But who did it
in the
start
right
with?
way?
It started with Roman.
So I don't think it's
a sprinkle down effect.
I don't think it's denying Roman being the face of the company. I just think in terms of and I guess it just depends on the lens of when you think about what does the face of the company mean for you. Because for me, and it's more probably because of how Roman's character was and how the commodity of him and him not wanting to be, doing. But just media alone, Cody fucking handled that shit whether he was champion or not. He would be doing meet and greets whether he was champion or not.
Cody's a beast.
At the end of the day, this nigga had the torn pec, still fucking wrestle.
You know the difference is let me tell you about different levels, right? It's kind of like the NBA. Nets.
Oh Lord, y'all always want to use NBA, but go ahead.
It's kind of like the NBA, right?
With the Knicks winning.
Well, that's a great example. Great example.
Game 1 Monday.
Basketball players, people who are fan of the game will know that Jalen Brunson is a beast. We understand that he's an all-star. He should be MVP conversation. Those are people who watch the game. Watch it. He's not that flashy, stuff like that. He sticks to his basics. Similar to Cody Rhodes. 100%. He knows the game. He got a rich history with the game, with his pops being on the Knicks, everything like that. Similar to Cody Rhodes. Now, someone who's way more flashier, Anthony Edwards. Yo, people know him. He's on posters, this, that, that. They always talk about Anthony Edwards because that's what makes ESPN, the big highlights. Roman with his spear. Roman with his Superman punch. Roman doing all the extraness. And he may not have the lineage, Eddie may not have the lineage, but everybody comparing him to Jordan, just like how everybody compared him to to The Rock. So you need both players. You need the guy who's gonna go overseas and be that rock star, but you need those people who's gonna be there when the star can't show up. So they both important. It's just again, the difference is Cody he could be a 1A, similar to Jalen Brunson.
Yeah,
but Roman could be a 1A. They both are important. But some people might say that, no, Cody's a 1B, this, that, and that. But us wrestling men he's a 1A.
I just, my whole thing with Roman was that he's not there in the business. It's like holding the title hostage. If you don't want to be there.
Disrespect.
Hold on.
But this is coming from a fan, and that's how he views it.
I'm a fan of pro wrestling.
That's how he viewed it.
At the end of the day, bro, if you're not going to be there, it's okay to come in how what was it? Brock Lesnar used to come back and forth and everything. And then when Brock Lesnar used to come back and forth, when he used to make his special appearances here and there.
We always gobbling it up.
And then, you know what I'm saying?
I love Brock.
But I hated when Brock used to come and win the title and then put the title on a shelf. Vince used to have, and he'll be there for a year, having the title, not defending the title. So now, Roman, you get the title, and then you're doing the same thing that you hated to happen before. But now it's contract. No, it's not my fault. That's in my contract or this, that, and the third. Bro, just don't have the title. Just don't have the title. No. You can still do everything you need to do. Because it's, again, people, it's a title. You are still Roman Reigns without the the title. So don't have the title, bro.
But in actuality, I feel like the title did make Roman low key. I think the commodity of it, and because and this is coming from not a Roman Reigns fan. I'm just gonna put that on the table. I respect the title run. I respect the history making.
Do you really respect that run?
No, I respect it.
That run was trash.
No, but I respect it in the sense of when he was there, he was there.
It's like the LeBron fans who like
so
LeBron.
Hold on,
no, but
finish your point because I'm about to eat.
No,
I'm about to eat.
No, I do feel because they literally I felt did everything under the sun to get the fans onto Roman, and it failed. Every which way. When the nigga won the Royal Rumble, booed. And Dwayne came out.
Yeah. Boo.
Dwayne came out and raised his hand, and they booed both them niggas. They did that. He's main evented almost probably
Everything.
out of the
10
last
years.
10 WrestleManias, probably main evented the last 9 of them.
9 of them
Yeah.
did.
So you have that. All these things they've done to put him as this top guy, and nobody was sucking. Nobody was sucking dick.
And then when
Nobody was sucking Roman's dick. It wasn't until
hey, yo,
he got that title, and at least that first year passed, boom, and maybe about half of that second year,
people like, yo,
it's like,
I
all
like the
right,
tribal tree.
yo,
Well, you know
the
difference
tribal
is-
chief is
Hold
here.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
I've been champion for over 300 and something days. I've been champion over 900 days. I've been champion over 1,000 days, and that's I do feel like that was when fans it validated who Roman Reigns
I'm gonna
was.
shoot him some bail. Right? Is Roman is kind of like how that when this all go back to what I said at the beginning. He had the perfect playbook. He was always an all-star. He's always played good and stuff like that. He could get you top of the hill. But the offense didn't really fit him until he said, yo, listen, we run this offense. And then that's when you won championship.
But the thing about it, I feel like we are minimizing what this man has done.
well, I'm not
But hold
minimizing
on.
I'm actually agreeing with
Like,
you.
look, you mentioned Anthony Edwards. The tribal chief Roman Reigns is LeBron James. How he is never fully appreciated for what he has done.
Who doesn't appreciate?
Hold on. Wait.
You'd be surprised.
This nigga LeBron is the leading scorer of all time. Niggas is still shitting on him.
Go ahead, V.
21 years.
Number two.
He's not better than Jordan. He's
See?
not.
You
He's
shitting
not,
on him.
though,
But
bro.
that's okay, though.
Hold
He's
up.
not. It's
Hold
okay.
up.
I'm okay with that.
No.
Hold up.
I have this discussion literally every day.
Hold up.
He's not better than Jordan.
Hold up.
And
I'm
you
okay with
being a
that.
fan and being in the same age group, right? Watching.
I'm not saying he's better
and
than
seeing
Jordan.
but it's this GOAT talk.
But
you can't be a GOAT if somebody's better than you.
You so
Oh, my God.
If you if you're not
hold
the
on, hold
GOAT,
on,
Wait,
hold
but
up.
can you have
Hold up.
can you not
Greatest
have
of
multiple
all time.
goats? Can you have
but hold on,
multiple goats?
The
But hold on.
greatest of all time.
But what about the greats of all time?
So
Can we not do that?
He's one of the greats.
So
Okay.
that's why we had this conversation about
I
Roman.
think it's just how you
Because
how you
we
present
always
it.
talk about the other goats in professional wrestling,
Right.
But not appreciate what this man has done
Oh, no,
over the.
everybody appreciates
But
it.
No.
No, I
Hold
think-
on. Wait. Let me get this off. The past 3 years, this man literally has put this company on his back.
Jordan, wow.
He has literally put this company on his back. The highest of highest sales.
Yes.
Like,
Due to inflation.
these niggas is hating.
a little valid,
These niggas
though.
is hating on Roman.
No, if
Niggas
we're
said
going,
little inflation.
but
Even you take away inflation, it's still high. It's still high. And the thing about it, to do this in the digital era, the mere fact he's doing this in the digital era,
But it's a collective group. I'm tired of people making it seem like Roman was the only reason why people was tuning in. That
you
is
know
not
what?
it wasn't Roman, but it's the only reason why they were tuning in.
No,
Hold
no,
up,
no.
hold
I
up, because
didn't
I'm
Roman,
not done.
didn't
Roman,
tune
it
in.
was
I'm
not.
done.
I was
I'm
not
not
tuning in
done.
for
I
Roman.
let y'all cook.
I was
I
not
let y'all
tuning in
cook.
for Roman.
I let y'all. Oh, wait. I let y'all
I
niggas
hate
cook.
the bloodline.
I let y'all niggas cook. This nigga Roman literally put his whole family on. Had the whole family cooking gourmet meals in WWE. The ratings were through the roof because of this nigga Roman and his fucking family. Y'all niggas need to stop with the bullshit. Niggas ain't give a fuck about LA Knight.
Yeah.
Niggas, hold up.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't give a fuck
I
about
did.
LA
But
Knight.
they did it. Y'all just said yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I did.
but to the point, and we'll
And
move
then
on.
Roman had to crush LA Knight too.
And
Why
he
you-
crushed him.
Why?
And he crushed him.
Why?
Because he needed to.
Actually,
Why?
he
Why
crushed,
are you gonna crush
he
LA Knight?
crushed both of them, and it just didn't make any sense.
Because Roman couldn't see somebody else organically getting over without the machine.
So no,
Oh my
behind
God.
him.
The disrespect.
The-
You act like this nigga is Hogan. You act like this nigga is Hogan.
well, you just
gotta-
acted like Roman was
No.
Hogan. You
No,
are acting like Roman is Hogan.
Hold on. You
You
gotta get
the
Paul-
way you just did that.
gotta
You
get Paul
Hogan was
Heyman.
Roman.
You gotta get. Come
So
on,
no,
bro.
to your point, and
Come
that's what I
on.
said. We'll
LA
move on.
Knight came, people really cared him. They tried to give him a nonsense
They was trying to
gimmick.
fuck with LA Knight.
That's Roman's fault? That's Roman's fault?
I'm just telling you how somebody organically gets over and somebody gets a machine behind them to get over.
This
It's
nigga
two
Cody was
different things.
organically over?
He had to leave and run the indies. Just like if Matt Cardona came
And
back.
Drew McIntyre.
If
as
Matt
well.
Cardona came back tomorrow, niggas would pop for Matt Cardona and not fucking
You think
Zack
Roman didn't play
Ryder.
a factor in getting Cody
But it's not-
to this mega baby
But
face?
it's not
This
about
nigga-
Roman playing a
There
factor.
were grown men crying
But I
when he
think-
won the title
I
at
think
WrestleMania 40.
I think you are missing.
No. The point is, I'm trying to say, and I understand where you're trying to go with this. The point is, this nigga Roman Reigns is that nigga.
To you.
He is that nigga.
To
He
you.
literally
Put that as an asterisk.
Nigga is popping. He
you.
is popping cancer pills to stay alive, my niggas. He is popping
You can't
cancer
do
pills.
that.
Come on,
You
man.
can't do that.
That's
Don't
like
do
when they
that.
first tried to
Because
get
you
him over when
already
he
know
dropped the
about
title
fucking
and he
Kyle
had that
O'Reilly
one
and he
now. Come
out
on,
here
man.
wrestling with
I
diabetes.
love Kyle
So
O'Reilly.
don't just
But
don't play the cancer card when it's convenient. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen.
Because what we not gonna do, we not gonna do that.
Now you done warmed my heart, man. Come on,
To be
man.
fair,
I love Roman now,
I will
man. Come
agree
on.
with you in that sense of like it was supporting actors that definitely played
100%,
a big part in how Roman was presented as the guy.
100%.
That is fair. And if he wasn't being fed all these niggas, if these niggas didn't have programs with him, he wouldn't be the tribal chief y'all know him
We
as today.
understand that.
I understand that, but I
But
don't.
this is-
The disrespect starts with this.
no, guess what?
That nigga been, we been disrespecting Roman, so I don't know why
Roman
you out
did
here.
what he
doing,
had to
"Oh
do.
my God."
I just a fan of real, like, you know, somebody who can. I
You don't
saw
like that?
somebody who organically got over, and I'm like, yo, this guy's cool. LA Knight, and then you start hearing people organically. Oh,
He was
they
not
say-
always that guy. MD 8999.
And then he continued to get over, and then they gave him that nonsense gimmick, and then them like, yo, nah, we gonna push LA Knight again on the main roster, and then we'll put him in position because he was losing
He was.
left and right every match, and everybody cheering for him.
Listen, LA
And
Knight,
then you
you
know
watch
that
him.
match when he had with Montez Ford, and they was trying to put, and that crowd was booing Montez Ford for LA Knight. That's when it's like, yo, okay. And I know y'all, you saw it. Did you remember that?
I'm gonna take your word for it because I barely remember yesterday, so I ain't gonna hold you on that
I
one.
appreciate LA Knight. But we not gonna slander the tribal chief
We're
in
not
here.
slandering
This
him.
is straight slander.
This how I see it.
It's
This
actually
how I
real
see it.
facts.
This how I see it.
Did they
When
not
it
start
comes to
fucking with
niggas
him until he was
liking
tribal chief?
certain
Oh.
people and hated them? Certain facts we not gonna bother.
But the thing about it, grown people didn't like Roman. The kids and the bitches love Roman.
we know that.
Not all bitches.
We know that.
Not all bitches.
90% of the bitches.
Okay, thank you.
And the women,
Because I'm
they
10%
fuck
of that.
with Roman. The little kids are
10%
going
of
like
that.
this. Hoo-ha. And
And
all
jerking
that
off.
shit.
See
Hold
what
on.
I mean? It was
Yes,
out here.
I ain't gonna
Y'all
front.
niggas was out here jerking off
I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front.
crazy.
I ain't gonna front. If you ask the kids now, like people who are 21, 25, yo, what you think on Roman? They're gonna say, nah, Roman is that man. Like for them, Roman been the man forever.
Yes,
So we
exactly.
understand that.
But the thing about it, we as adults, the one who pay the money for our kids to go, because if I had 3 kids, we would be at WrestleMania chilling, who rooting for the tribal chief, and I would smack
Oh
my
my
son
God.
if he was not rooting for the
I would have
tribal chief.
I'd have bought my godson a Cody Rhodes t-shirt
So
and
let me
said,
ask you a question. All right, unbiased opinion. Let's argue with truth right now, right? Who had a better reign? John Cena? And that's including, I'm talking about everything out its entirety. Not just in-ring work, this, that, so to make it very fair. John
"Oh, it's two
Cena
different eras, though."
or Roman Reigns?
Roman Reigns, because you know why I say that? Because John Cena said it. John Cena literally said he's the guy.
John Cena's a sucker now. Like he's like
Haters.
He's like a
The haters. The haters. The haters.
Not like that.
Well, not like that.
He's
I
like,
get what you're saying.
Wants to put over
He's
everybody.
definitely
now.
he's in that.
Not the same
He's
John
in
Cena no
because
more.
honestly, had that question been asked 10
Yeah,
years
'cause
ago,
he blasted
would've
Roman.
Cena-
and
would've
said,
Cena said
I
that.
have to come back still because you can't carry the company.
He did say that. He did say that.
Because you
No.
cannot. They still calling me to come back and do this for.
And then he took that constructive criticism, and you saw what happened.
And
You
he-
know
no,
who
and that
Roman
didn't happen
Reigns
right
is right
away.
now? You know who Roman's right now is? Do you know who he is right now? He is LeBron on that first championship with the Heat. That's who he is.
Yeah, you're right.
That's who he is. Killer. He's a monster. And I need to respect the monster. Because when this nigga comes back, when this nigga Roman Reigns comes back, ratings will be through the roof. Y'all all gonna be talking about him again.
Well, because they're gonna take him off all that time. That's what I'm saying. I think we're in that, like, we need this nigga to be gone to really appreciate when we had him.
Do y'all even miss Roman?
Yes.
Oh, I don't.
Yes.
Do you miss
but
Roman?
see, but once again, it just depends on the type of
we
fan
didn't see
you
him
are.
anyway.
Wait.
How can you miss something that was barely there? I can get that.
To answer it. For me is not really.
No, there's other things that are
Because,
going on.
Even with his matches,
Yeah, not really.
sucked.
Like towards the end, no. I got no. Real
Who
talk.
is this nigga?
Real
You
talk.
bought him.
No.
Who
Real
is this
talk.
nigga?
No. Real talk. I gotta agree with him. Like
You know what's gonna happen. You know who's
Red,
gonna lose.
towards the
Everything
end, like
sucks.
how that
The
first
last
time-
year
Yeah.
of the whole title reign,
It
you
was
already
trash.
knew what the fuck.
Yeah.
From when Cody lost, you already knew what the
And y'all
fuck
call
was gonna
yourselves
happen.
wrestling fans?
No.
Yes.
Y'all call yourselves
absolutely.
wrestling fans?
Hold up.
Because there's other
The
things.
story being told in
No,
these
it's not that.
matches.
Let me say this.
The best story told was WrestleMania 40.
Let me say this.
Outside of that,
Let me say this.
you're good.
Let me say this. I was invited up before, like WrestleMania when he fought Cody the first time. He just went on bangers every week. Every time he was out there, bangers after how you like, mwah. The second time around, I felt that he kind of phoned it in. He did less in-ring work and did more storytelling within the
Because
it was
the
needed. It
nigga
was
was
needed.
telling stories.
That was
cool.
That is what wrestling is about.
Guess what?
But I don't think he's not saying that's a bad thing.
But guess what? Just like Floyd, towards the end when we get to 50, he was doing more defensive stuff than him actually boxing.
But hold up. Isn't Floyd the GOAT?
But it doesn't
Isn't
matter.
Floyd the GOAT?
I guess this is
Answer the question, Mr. Black.
Does it depend on who you ask, though?
Mr. Black, answer the question.
I don't watch boxing. I don't know.
I don't watch boxing like that.
Well, I
me-
watch boxing.
for me-
I watch boxing. And I'm going to say this. The nigga is 50-0. What does that mean? That nigga the GOAT.
But there's someone who has 100 and 0.
There's no nigga with 100-0, nigga.
So there's no one in boxing that has more wins than him?
No.
You lying.
You know.
There's some Spanish stuff. I forgot his name, though.
I'm fucking
I have way
hollering.
more wins than him.
So hold on. So I mean, the fact that you have to like Google it doesn't like. So Floyd is
The GOAT. Roman Reigns, the GOAT.
I don't know
He's
if
one
Roman's
of
the
the
GOAT.
goats. I can be one of the goats.
He's
sure.
a manufactured goat.
Nigga.
Roman
Oh,
Reigns.
shit.
Oh, you know what? I ain't
You know
mad
what?
about that. That's funny.
You know what?
That actually is
You know
hilarious.
what?
It's
You know
like
what?
some Transformer shit that was funny.
Okay. Let me ask you guys a question, right? You said he's like the AI goat. You know, he's an industry plant goat,
Yeah.
right? So
artificial
is a forced
intelligence.
goat.
So let me ask you guys all
Who
the
has
questions.
that many chances? Is he a black cat? Is he a cat? Like, who gets that many chances? Roman got so many chances. If they gave, if they gave, like, Rob Van Dam was one of my
niggas,
favorite
that's your
wrestlers.
fault.
Rob Van Dam, Shawn Michaels. Like, if they gave Rob Van Dam, like, a push, like they gave Roman Reigns.
He got mad chances though.
He got mad chances.
Wait,
He let the drugs get a hold of him. Stop smoking the weed.
Stop.
Smoking
But
the weed.
even now, they don't even test for that. They don't even test for that. So
I gotta
don't
agree
do
with him.
that.
I gotta agree with him though. I gotta agree with him. With all our goats that we grew up with, or whatever, right? Now comes Stone Cold, The Rock, etc., etc. They was in danger to lose their job.
Yep.
Not one time, Roman was in danger to lose his job. Not one time.
Because I'm going to tell you why. Because, hold up. I'm hot.
Because he taking pills every day.
I'm telling you why. I'm going to tell you why he never lost his job. Because you know what? The merch was selling. The merch was selling. The merch was selling. The kids, the bitches were buying Roman Reigns' stuff. But no. Let me finish.
All over the place.
Let me
They only
finish.
got a little bit of section over here for.
Let me finish. The people who lost their jobs, the people who were almost about to get the fuck out of wrestling, like the final boss said,
They
we're
really
fucking
like
up.
their arms.
We're fucking up.
They really like their
The
arms.
Rock was fucking up. Stone Cold, at one time, he was fucking up. All these guys were fucking up. Roman Reigns may not have been over with the people around our age, but the kids and the bitches love Roman Reigns.
But then as
He moved the needle.
No,
he was still moving the needle.
But see, but then that's
moving the needle.
wait, but I will
moving the needle.
wait.
So,
but I will say, I will say though that Cody. So I will say there was a transition.
Why is everybody booing you and you're supposed to be a face, a baby face?
Well, no. That was in the beginning times because they thought they could just force that nigga down our throats and he was going to just eat that shit.
No Diddy.
And that wasn't it.
Again, it goes back to what I said before. There's many wrestlers that they did that to, and then they get a second chance, a third chance, or a fourth chance. That's what I'm saying. Zack Ryder was organically over. People still cheering him. Win or lose.
Look
Dolph
at
Ziggler.
Dolph.
All these people. He made one mistake because he got concussed and then he never reached that height in WWE. All I'm saying this way, I got to agree with Mr. H2O Waters. Roman Reigns is the first ever AI GOAT.
The hate is real right here.
How's the hate real?
No.
The hate is real, son. Like I feel like I'm in a room of LeBron haters right now.
Yo,
because y'all want to accept the greatness. Y'all want to accept the greatness.
Answer my question.
Who got
Answer
that
my
many
question.
chances, bro?
Exactly. Dead ass.
Who
Real
got that
talk.
many chances
Real
to
talk.
be on top?
Real talk.
The
Real talk.
Rock.
The Rock, when he was Rocky
They wanted to fire him. They wanted to fire him.
It wasn't that for the nepotism
They
branch.
wanted to fire him. They wanted to fire him though.
Yeah, once
I don't give a fuck
The
about
only
that.
other
Okay, I was
person,
just saying,
the only
when
other
that-
person that had
put him in a group,
right,
and then once
Albert
he got
Del
over,
Rio?
that was it.
huh?
Albert Del Rio.
Del Rio.
He got
They
fired.
gave him like they fired and
He
rehired and
got
fired
fired.
again.
Regardless of he got
That's
fired.
not-
RVD.
RVD,
No.
what happened? He got the drug.
He's
He got the
ECW
weed,
guy, man.
and
They
then
didn't
went to the
really-
heights again.
Honestly,
What about his cousin?
Hold on. Vince really doesn't. He didn't like WCW guys. He didn't like people who was over from other companies. That's
He
why
was-
they
he was
buried
definitely
Sting.
not,
They
yeah.
brought Sting to WWE.
They just
and
bought him
let
too late.
Triple H
They bought him
beat
too late. That was a too late.
Seth Rollins.
They should have
beat
never
him.
did it.
How you do that? Put him on the face of the video game, and then that's why Sting never wanted to come. And I'm a WWE guy. I would have loved to see Sting come and have a real run.
But that time had
Sting left
passed.
because of what
Because my thing is this way.
That
Yo,
time had passed,
you had
though.
1 year. You gave him to Triple H. Could give him the Undertaker. Undertaker could have beat him. Cool. Everybody would have still been better for that. And then Bray would have not take that L.
And how he lost. I watched that match the other day. Like,
Yeah,
First
Triple
of
H.
all,
The fucking
Sting is
creative
overrated.
control. Oh,
we need to
not
get
gonna
on
do
that
this
real
again.
quick.
We're not gonna
Sting
do that
is
again.
overrated.
We're not
and y'all
gonna do that
need to
again.
stop
Because
disrespecting
if
the
I'm not,
GOAT.
if I'm not
the
sitting
tribal
here,
chief.
if I'm not sitting here telling Roman
Oh,
to suck my
let's
dick,
talk about Jeff
then
Hardy.
That nigga's another
Y'all
one.
gave this nigga 100 chances.
Nah, I
But
never
he's not
did.
the main guy.
I actually like Matt
tag
Hardy
team guy.
more than Jeff Hardy, so that actually is a no go for me.
Bro. Take that
Try
shit.
again.
But
Try again.
But again, it goes back to what he said, and I'm gonna say this again. Your GOAT is AI artificial.
That's disrespectful.
How?
Disrespectful.
There's nothing wrong.
Because y'all diminishing his work ethic.
No.
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 Y'all saying artificial. Use another word. Your words
What's a
mean
synonym?
something.
So
Words
God.
mean
so
something.
I
he's the
posted
first
that the
ever
other day.
industry GOAT.
Huh?
An industry plant GOAT.
You calling him a plant? You just called
Actually,
Roman Reigns
in the
an industry
beginning,
plant.
yeah, because
But
they was
they forced
forcing him.
it.
In the
Yo,
beginning,
nobody
yeah,
wanted to see this guy,
they literally planted Roman. That's what I said when I talked about him winning the Royal Rumble. That Rumble was not for him. That was for Daniel Bryan or Bray Wyatt. That was not Roman's Rumble to win. So yeah, I'm gonna agree with the plant thing.
Roman Reigns wins, man.
They
Come
took
on,
that nigga
man.
out of the shield. The shield broke up. And they took that nigga Roman and put him in front of everybody's face. It was like,
the only
this is
way
the
they're gonna
nigga.
keep the
This is
shield
the one.
outfit,
This is the
the
one.
music, so like kind of they could identify
They
with him.
planted that
Come
nigga,
on,
yeah.
dog. They give him mad chances,
Yeah.
dog.
The disrespect is real.
It's
out
not
here.
disrespectful.
The
That's
disrespect is
what it
real out
is.
here.
But
He was the
But-
chosen one, like LeBron.
The chosen one is what? Someone that's planted in the situation.
Drew McIntyre.
He fucked up.
And
But
he
what's
admitted
second
that.
chances?
He admitted
He
that.
got chances
But like they fired him.
because he deserved to.
Not one time they fired Roman.
He
though.
needed to get
So
fired
that
to
goes
come
back to my
stronger.
point. That goes back to my
Roman
point.
should have been fired. He wasn't over.
So hold up. CM Punk.
What?
That's an industry plan.
How?
Hold up.
I think when Tony brought him back, yes.
No. I'm
When
gonna
Tony brought him back,
explain this.
absolutely.
I'm gonna explain this.
What?
He's gonna say, coming from the Indies, the nigga just got dropped in, and they kept forcing that.
No, I watched.
No.
I
It's
saw-
there's the two things.
saw
There's
him
two
at
things.
ECW.
Wait.
I watched him at ECW and all. I watched.
So
him.
I'm
I
gonna
used to
say
go to-
this. It's two things. Him coming from the Indies and being dropped in with Paul Heyman. That's number one. Number two, they were trying to go a different direction. Steroids were still heavy in the industry. They wanted to go a different direction. They wanted something much cleaner.
Well,
than
the
what the Attitude Era had.
character was,
and he was a straight edge.
He was straight edge.
He was straight edge. You think this nigga? And I love CM Punk on the mic. Low key, if it was 5 years before, you think he'd have been a GOAT, a star that he is in WWE?
But he did nothing.
If he came back if he came back 5 years ago.
Let me finish. Name some real mistakes that he did backstage that could have gotten fired.
He was a dickhead. He fucked up on his tryout. And then he still got in.
And he was fucking bitches. He was fucking bitches there too, low key.
He fucked up on his tryout.
Back to back. He's fucking bitches.
Paulie got him in. Insider information.
But
Trust me. I know niggas.
I will agree with CM.
I know niggas.
I always say they did Punk dirty from that Rumble.
Okay.
So
CM Punk he just was over.
ooh, shout out to Amokarju in the building.
People just like CM Punk. He was over.
Ciedo did say that. He wasn't pushed like Roman though.
He wasn't pushed like Roman.
Because
Nobody
Cena was there.
ever pushed like Roman.
Because Cena was there.
Yeah.
Because Cena was there.
So wait. So this goes back to my point. Because if he is an industry plant, you think that they would have let him really go what you have to do to really promote the belt?
He had the belt for over a year.
But look at
he had the belt for over a year.
But yet, who was
never main eventing?
Thank
ever.
you. Who main
never
evented?
main evented.
John Elias versus John Cena? Excuse me?
John Cena was a bigger star, more money.
But who's his opponent?
More money.
GM? The GM was main evented that
more
well,
money.
That time they really didn't know what the fuck they was doing low key. In that
was a
weird
tough
time,
era.
that was a tough era. That was a tough time.
So at the end of the day though, son,
You can't say that.
Your man Roman is industry plan, dogs.
But there's nothing wrong with
Nothing wrong with that. Because like he
I
feels
think
end of
you're
the bargain.
taking it the negative viewpoint of it, and it's not that. It's just calling a spade a spade.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, WWE was like, this is the guy, and I actually highly recommend anybody, including you, watch the A&E biography of Roman Reigns.
Oh, I watched it.
Absolutely, I loved it because it gave me a better understanding of like how they gave him all those chances that you were talking about. It does. And in all honesty, I didn't think him losing in Santa Clara would have hit him the way that it did. And I like the fact that they showed him and Paul having that conversation and Paul telling him like, yo, there's bigger things on the other side for you. Like, do not feel like this loss is your end game. Like, I like the fact that the biography episode kind of gave a behind the scenes understanding of like his struggles and things like that, because you didn't see that in the front. Unlike, or for instance, like a Cody or anything like that, the video package when Cody came back from the injury, out the ass and things of that nature. And they've who said Edge was a plan? That was funny.
Okay. So wait. So let's go to questions, right? These are certain people that say it was a plan. 1, 2, 3 said that the Rock is the plan, John Cena is the plan, and they said Edge is a plant.
I didn't think Edge was a plan.
I don't think Edge is a plan either. This, that, third. But
I don't think Edge is a plan.
Edge was a plant.
Why?
For what?
For what?
To be the next person.
But he wasn't.
Yes, he was. It took him longer, but the pushes.
Because then what?
Gangrel
He left Edge and he left Christian and them niggas. Then became what? Was he an IC champion first? And then I mean, I agree. Organically, I didn't feel like that was like a plant though.
But
it didn't get plant vibes for me.
For me.
Yeah, that wasn't a plant vibe for me. A plant vibe would have been like when he came out of the Ring of Fire. That he would have been pitched in the title picture.
Someone said this. Someone said, shout out to our homegirl. We need to find what a plan, because we just saying anything right now, which is true though. They say that how that Bianca was a plan. You're wrong. No. What I mean by plan is. But
for what they were trying to do and they couldn't do with Sasha Banks, they did with her. So I could.
What do you mean by that?
So
they couldn't do what with Sasha Banks?
So and we talked about this actually in a previous episode where he mentioned he was just like, you have somebody like Sasha Banks who's not as trainable. Coachable. That's what it was.
I don't think she's
as
a team
coachable.
Player.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. So when you look at it, and that's why I can appreciate what she did for Bianca, and I will never take that away from her and what she's done actually for professional wrestling. I won't take that away from her. But I do feel like how they vision and what they might have wanted for Sasha wasn't going to happen with her. So I feel like when they saw Bianca and they saw the work ethic, they saw the team player, they saw the superstar, they saw the crossover appeal, they literally saw a female John Cena in the making in her.
Let me tell
and
you
I
something.
felt like they didn't even, and it's a half a plan, because they never gave her the NXT Women's title, which I hope she does figure out how to do that. But
So that's
they
their
gave her the
plan.
first. She was one of the first black women to main event WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
She's literally been undefeated the last 4 WrestleManias that she's participated in. She's went in as
Move out there.
champion. She's won the belt at WrestleMania. She's won the Royal Rumble. She's been the sole survivor. Bianca.
And she lost. She won the title and then lost it.
But so
No, but in that loss, because everybody's so stuck on the 26 seconds of you literally saw the journey of her building up back all the way to it winning full circle, going back to WrestleMania the next year to her beating Becky Lynch.
So I wanna say this. We talking about plants and everything. When it comes to Bianca, I do believe the intention was always to her to be the top person in
Of course.
Absolutely.
WWE.
Absolutely.
And the reason why I say
That's
that,
a good thing.
no, it's a great thing.
beautiful
But
thing.
the reason why I say that is because the last 2 PLEs, she has not had a title,
Yeah.
and she's been on every marketing for that.
Mhm.
Well,
She was on the cup. She was on the flyer.
So because it
They
is
know
so
her.
bad, not for me. Bailey's on none of it. Bailey had a title match at WrestleMania 40
And won.
and won. But if you, for like up until like a month before, she was in no marketing for that. Just recently, Backlash, she's not even in the main picture, if I remember correctly. Bianca is.
With the tag
Well,
team.
because they about to win these tag team
Well,
belts,
but I'm
baby.
the same. But
And
Bailey is your women's
Make
champion.
them relevant finally.
So
Are there still no NXT Women's Tag Team Champions?
So what they ended up doing was they unified the NXT women's
With
tag and the women's tag.
I remember
So the women's tag titles can be defended on all 3 brands.
Okay.
So they had unified that. But in speaking of NXT, because we had shout outs to Ciendo. We were doing her watch party this past week. Ava had announced that WWE will be hosting a combine for women to participate, and those that impressed people at the combine will then be in qualifying matches to determine who's going to be in the ladder match come Battleground to crown the new NXT North American Women's Champion. So they're adding a mid-card title for women on NXT, which is well deserved, well needed, because their women roster is actually really heavy. Like I always tell him, at least there's 2 women matches on every NXT show at minimum.
There's not a women's mid-card title.
No,
title.
I wouldn't say not yet, but I do think the direction. I think this may be the trial and error where they'll see how it works for NXT, and then But I do think, and if it was me, I would get rid of the tag belts and give a mid card title
let me ask you guys
for the
a
women.
question, though,
I'll get
right?
rid of it. But that's
Do you
just me.
think that, and let me just being really, let me be honest. I'm not knocking what they do in NXT. I think what they're doing is great. You know, it's great development. Everybody's having fun, from the audiences, from the referees. Everybody's having fun. But do you think how they structure the show around women, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm including all the demographics, the ratings, stuff like. Do you think that will translate well onto the main roster?
I think it depends.
I'm talking about the same format, all the women's matching and stuff like that. All how they.
I think if there was a level of consistency, and because there's not a level of consistency of that on the main roster, it would be hard to digest that. Where, like I said, literally every week on NXT, at minimum, there's 2 women matches.
So why you think that how they won't work from your point of view?
I don't think. Because I like bangers. I like good women matches. I don't think they get enough time. Like you said, consistency. They don't get enough time to even, do that. And then I don't want to watch women's matches the whole time.
See, and then that's the.
So
It's
I told y'all
that-
niggas.
and
I told
that-
y'all niggas.
That's the issue.
I don't want to watch.
And
Wait.
it's fair that's your
women-
preference.
If anything, then get a night for just women's show. Like,
So
see how that goes.
okay. This is a great. I like your honesty because
That's
like
facts.
a lot of people lie say that be politically correct. So now, okay, they come up to you. Would you watch a show dedicated to women?
I'm not a woman. that would go for the women's.
No,
fan
but
base.
in terms of no, but
I
as a
would. I
woman,
watched a little
I
bit.
would.
I watched
in,
it.
in,
Do
in,
you watch
in,
women's basketball?
Tiffany-
in retrospect,
But
But-
I'm a man, and I okay. So I do
Mhm.
women's panels and everything like that. I love women. I grew up with my 3 older sisters, my mother. Like I love women, right? At the end of the day, but there's certain things that men support more for women than women.
So the reason why I asked you that, are you a fan of like the WNBA and everything?
I am. I am.
But is it because you're
I'm
so
a basketball
yeah,
fan.
a huge.
So I'll have WNBA tickets, and this is real facts. I was telling my homegirl, yo, you wanna come? No,
Facts.
you ain't got a Knicks ticket.
So I'm gonna rewind this. I'm gonna rewind this.
but that's
Hold
because
on.
it's not it's
Hold
not
on.
as mainstream as
Hold on.
as
I'm gonna
what you're
Liberty,
regularly
yo, they
watching.
number 1 team in the East. You don't.
Nah, so I see where he's coming from as a more of leaning towards a casual wrestling fan. You probably just want.
You want what you're used to seeing, which
what
in
you're used
low
to-
key,
what
which
you-
is
what you grew up on.
men wrestling
Now,
and having drama
him
and
being-
stories.
Him not being such a casual basketball fan, you don't mind. You would enjoy WNBA basketball because you're more calculated. You know more of the
Yeah.
ins and outs of basketball. Because ironically, I watched this video the other day. It was a dude that works for the WNBA marketing or something like that.
Yeah.
He does. He said the number one demographic when it comes to fans of the WNBA is black men.
Absolutely, I believe
Yeah,
that.
no,
I can
no,
see that.
100. My homegirls who play ball, they played overseas. They do this. I'm telling them, yo, y'all gotta start doing like basketball camps for the girls and stuff, y'all, cause you're that person who needs to keep that going. Like, it will die. It's gonna die out if
But I even push back. I even agree with him even more because
more women.
I
need
know
to
a lot of
support women's
women
sports.
who don't like women's wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually do
So
too.
And they don't like women's sports.
So
But they're women. So
so-
it's like you're a woman. So
I like football.
I want to
I
hear
like
this.
football, I like
I want to hear from your
wrestling.
point of view. I want to hear this.
But it has nothing to do with either women doing it or not. I have my preference of what I like to watch. Like for me, the way that, and it's the biggest thing for me with NXT, especially with the women's division that they have. They work continuously in having them involve in stories, having them do promos, having them do run-ins.
But then they come.
They're
to the main roster and
literally-
none of that happens.
And that's why I was saying, like, if they had the same treatment as they have on NXT, and if on the main roster it was done continuously in a consistent manner, I think it would be received differently. The reason why it doesn't hit for a lot of men, for like yourself, is because you don't want to watch it, or it doesn't happen often, and when it does, you think it's interrupting what the fuck you watching.
100%.
And that's the problem. The
It's like-
issue
it's
is
like
always
a
going to be
gap
the consistency.
filler
It's like
for what I really-
because
when I wanna
in
see LA
growing
Knight.
up and still even now to
Seth
this day,
Rollins.
niggas will sit there and be like, "Oh, women match, or a bathroom break,"
I'll be
and we
real.
got to get out of that mentality because they want to present them in the same way, but you guys don't receive it in that way, and it makes it harder for them to want
So
to
let
present
me tell
it.
you something for somebody who love wrestling, right? Who ref women matches, do all that shit, right? Is real talk is only place I enjoy watching women wrestling is WoW and NXT. And you know why? Because AEW do not present women right
At
I'm
all.
looking like, what the hell they doing? It's so boring, so like very.
It's lackluster.
So different,
Yeah.
yo.
Yes.
Lackluster.
It's different.
And after
It's a
that,
different vibe. It's like
WWE.
women's the music hits and
Right. WWE is the only time I feel like they put effort into the women division if it's like it's either with Becky or Charlotte. And I enjoy Nia Jax because
I love
love
it.
her
I
because
love it.
she had that New York act talking
Yeah,
shit.
like, fuck it.
Love that shit. But guess what?
They
Outside a
don't
handful of women, I don't care. Yo, Piper Nivens, I like her
know,
character,
yeah.
but yet she just like Nia. She gets to it, but yet they don't give her nothing.
Yo, so in actuality, it's
it's
so funny y'all mentioned Piper because I had told this one the other day. I didn't realize Chelsea Green, who I love.
Yeah,
When Chelsea Green popped up on
Thank
NXT,
you.
baby, I popped.
Thank you.
Yeah, so she's actually gonna be wrestling Roxanne
good.
Perez next week. Well, this coming Tuesday for the NXT Women's title
That's fire.
on NXT.
But the problem
So-
is just like how that, yo, It's just like, yo, they will have all these fire women who look fire. Oh, they look good.
I like
May Rage.
Tiffany Stratton.
Right,
I love her.
right. I like all of them.
Best moonsault
But
in
the
the
only
business.
place that
Best
just
moonsault
like
in the
how I
business.
feel like
He's fire.
women could be themselves is NXT and WoW. Because when I watch WWE, you have all these fire women, and then 1 week they'll have 15 minutes. Then the next 3 weeks
Yeah,
consistently
three-minute
have
matches.
3 minutes. I'm looking
So two
yo, I want
things
more.
with Piper Nevin. So I didn't realize it was an interview Chelsea Green did, I think, or Chris Van Vliet. Shout outs to him. She had mentioned, because I had no idea, they actually have known each other for like 10, 15 years. Like Chelsea Green and Piper Nevin had wrestled, I think it was in Japan, and they were roommates. They've known each other, and that's why that tag team works the way that it does. Because in the beginning, I was like, well, why would the fuck would they tag with them? That don't make no sense. But their chemistry actually together makes sense. And also, what I liked and what I noticed about the draft, because everybody thought of the negatives, I love the fact that they purposely drafted women tag team on the SmackDown. They're literally setting up for when, because y'all already know Bianca and Jay about to win them belts. They've literally set up female tag teams to be on SmackDown to wrestle with them.
But guess what? That's all cool and all. But how long that's gonna last? It seems
Well, you
again,
gotta wait and
once
see.
they lose the title, they're not gonna care about it.
Well, so
You gotta wait and see.
I think that would be different because it's Triple H involved.
You gotta wait and see on that one. But I like the fact that the Indy and the Pixie Girls, they on SmackDown now. Chelsea and Piper on SmackDown now. They had purposely did certain things.
Everyone here watching the show, I'm not gonna say nothing about the women's division in WWE into WrestleMania.
Because
That's fair.
and then after
then we can have it.
Then we could
But
look.
the
We
thing
can pull
about it,
back.
the reason
and
why
look at
I
it.
think it's gonna be okay, because remember what was going on in NXT under Triple H.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
I'm not denying
y'all
y'all,
give
but
Triple H a grade right now. Him, I
Nigga,
think
I'm biased.
finally-
Nigga, Triple H always gonna get A for me.
Yeah,
I'm biased.
I give him a
fuck.
B plus.
I'm biased as fuck.
What makes it an A?
What would make
And
it?
I feel like he had to
I'm
make
biased as
some
fuck.
tough decisions too. I feel like even with this Mania, because again, we called it audible. We still haven't got any clarity. We're gonna go back a little bit into how this whole Cody thing happened.
Well, so
we knew. I mean, The Rock. Literally, I think what we think. The Rock comes back.
Well, no.
And he's like,
Apparently, the game plan was for Roman versus Rock. That was apparently that was the game plan.
But why
And-
have Cody win the Rumble then?
Exactly.
So I think it was this because once again I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a little biased. So this
I
when
know
it comes
you're
to
biased, but it's
when it
Oh,
comes
when it
to The
comes to
Rock.
Dwayne.
When it comes to The Rock.
Absolutely.
So what I think it was, they were thinking big money ticket.
already
oh,
sold out event.
Hold on. They're probably thinking big money ticket. Like, yo, you know what? Rock versus Roman. We'll figure out a way to like.
And even if Cody winning Rumble, he still had Seth, which they still had the
Exactly.
story.
I
They
hated
still
that.
had the story though.
And I
They
think
kept-
that was
when they kept pushing that. I'm like, that would be the biggest disappointment.
It'd be a waste.
Of all
I think
time.
for
But I
us
think
as
that's
fans,
what
but
it was, and I think they realized
they
that.
realized it. The
And-
You
fans,
want to see that?
the fans
and then,
played
and
a
then he
big
gonna
part
beat
of
up
that.
Seth again for the 4th time, and then Seth
Yeah, he
jobbing
finished-
out again.
he needed that surgery.
Seth. Again, like people say, he's the real MVP, bro. I don't think I could have done that. Again, and knowing that Cody had like a low key vendetta against him,
Mm-hmm.
beating him at Mania, beating him in the before beat him again. Then before he leaves with the pecking, beats him again in Hell in a Cell.
thank you. That shit make no sense.
No sense.
He beat him with Vicky one
So
arm.
this is one of the reasons
mean,
why. This is one of the
didn't mind
reasons
it.
why I said that Cody couldn't win in 39, because he never lost. Come back from AEW
Thank you.
and then beats the whole.
I mean, he had been losing in A-Dubs, low key.
100%. But what I'm saying, come back, and now he's in WWE and kicking everybody's ass,
Absolutely.
winning a Rumble, and then going to kick Roman's ass.
That probably was in the contract, low key.
But
Probably. But Vince and them
Probably
to
was.
kind of come.
But
They
I've been
they probably went down to Marietta and was like,
I've been
nah,
saying
all right,
this.
yo,
It
look,
literally
this is what
made
we
no
doing.
sense.
It
Like
didn't.
literally in real life, if somebody has a pec injury,
You can't beat
he
him.
could barely lift up his arm.
gotta
but that's
lose.
why it's off the bone, so there's no harm, no foul.
But
100%,
then again, though,
but I'm
it
talking
makes
about
no
just the
sense.
win losses. Cody should have definitely lost.
Shoulda
himself
lost
that
that.
Where
one
they
time.
low key had lost me with the whole set was really when they had tagged for War Games. That's where I was like, now y'all know this really don't make no fucking sense. Like
They had what?
when they tagged, they were on the same team for Survivor Series, and I was just like, this is where it gets a little gray for me.
Kendrick and Drake never did a song together.
The fuck out. Listen,
Beef is you put your beef to the side for bigger war things.
My God.
I
understood it, but but the initial for me was like, what the fuck?
Again, and he could to Cody.
Seth is
but it was okay
guy.
for him to. Well, I guess what
Seth is a company guy. We need.
He's a team player.
He's a company guy because you have to understand.
It is a job,
and still came out to be his. He told him from the beginning, "I will be your shield," and it flew over everybody's head. Promise it did, and then was literally his shield.
That takes a lot. You know, I'm again. We talk about the difference between WWE, AEW. That could have never flew in AEW.
No.
Even like CM Punk, he comes back. No. They make it work because it makes money. If you can't make, the money, no. But they're
it gets bad when even the entrances they're different from AEW. Listen, I love me. Listen, I'm always gonna love Edge, but that fucking when he come out as Adam Cole, that shit don't hit for me at all. Like I'm sitting here like, what the fuck?
I mean, like overall, like. Reason why that certain things, this is for me, like, you have no excuse AEW. For certain things shouldn't hit. But then I realized this way. AEW still operate out of an old playbook. They do a lot of wrestling shit that we grown past that. Certain things that we usually get okay with a couple of years ago because it's wrestling, we look like, nah, bro, we know too much. But it gotta be more sports entertainment.
The fact of the matter is they just, like any other wrestling company, they think that it's the people. No, it's the machine. It's what WWE does to make these people into. They'll make another one. How many times that people, even WCW, they took Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, they took them. Only going to last so long.
But I'm loving the Elite storyline right now.
I don't care about none of that shit. The only thing I care about, I like Swerve. I like that.
Okay, you can definitely stay over there with that. But no, you know what I popped for this week in AEW? Fuck, and people probably give it a little slack for it. Was when Don Callis was with Orange Cassidy. I said, oh shit! What the fuck?
But AEW has been great lately.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't go that far now.
It hasn't.
No one noticed.
It hasn't.
It probably has.
Why hasn't it been great?
Because I'm not watching.
For me,
because you know what it is.
I'm not eager to watch it. I'm okay watching the replay. Half the time I feel like things are rushed.
I like TNA more than I like AEW.
Ooh, shit.
And I'm be honest.
Damn.
I like what they're doing. I like Mustafa Ali. I like Nick Nemeth. I like what they're doing over there.
Old WWE guys.
I love it.
But see, and that's why when Tony had said what he said about WWE being the Harvey Weinstein, I was just like 80% of the niggas on your roster.
You're a clown.
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Like, and sometimes like I'm
sorry,
like,
but he's a clown. Tony Khan.
Dang, son, it's just okay. Like, okay, you know I know this is this way, right? All these other companies would take old WWE guys, but don't feel like old WWE guys. They feel like themselves. AEW would take the same character from WWE. He looking like he still feel like a WWE guy with just a different name.
It's just a Temu version.
Yeah.
Like you feel me? Like you went from Edge to like.
You went to your real name.
What they doing with Jade,
bro? You're still.
They make it into like a mega star.
Structure.
She's
structure.
And then you see her and you like, oh, I saw what you said the other day. And that was crazy. That was
she came across my screen, B.
Yeah, that was.
I was
incredible.
I was at the crib.
They dropped the ball with that lady.
Absolutely.
I was at the crib watching SmackDown late. I was like, because I'm cutting right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, you know, I ain't gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna order something off of Uber Eats.
Okay.
Jade and Bianca walked across the street with the abs popping. I was like, I'm going downstairs to the gym in my building.
I gotta try harder.
I gotta do better in life.
This nigga said I gotta push myself.
Sorry,
because
I gotta
honestly,
push myself.
He said something that makes sense. WWE is a machine. And there's no excuse that why AEW cannot run like a machine.
It took years. It took years though.
No.
We need to.
When you're running an NFL organization, the Jacksonville Jaguars, you can get and everything that WWE has as well.
Them niggas is at though. Them niggas ain't even making a move in their conference. But I digress.
The resources,
the production, the resource, and they take WWE.
Oh, their production is basuda.
They take them. They have.
I'll tell you that right
fired
now.
from WWE. They go
but
there.
I think we're
the
not
mines and everything. Have everybody there.
It's only been 5-6 years.
You know what? I think of that part. I don't even worry about that part. You asked what was the issue. I just feel like I still feel like even though Swerve had came out open, Christian's a new #1 contender that's challenging him because the EVPs put him on him. Cool, whatever. I still feel like the focus is not on the world champion. The focus is on these niggas trying to do a takeover, and it overshadows.
Same thing happened in WCW.
And look where that shit is today.
They focus on NWO.
And as cool as it may be on TV, because I'm not negating like, oh, you know, this is a little different for them, but it once again for me it overshadows.
What could get you into AEW? Nothing, because with WWE people.
No, for me, no.
Like,
for me, it would be, for me, it's definitely more consistency on the women's side. That definitely would play a big part for me. And also just for character development. That's why I popped when I saw Orange fucking Cassidy, everyone's favorite baby face, another Superman punch-esque guy, whispered to the biggest heel has a whisper moment with the biggest heel in the company. That gives me intrigue.
But guess what?
I'm left with, oh fuck, what did he say to him?
But guess what? It's like having a stacked NBA team with no bench.
Oh, like Philly?
No, the Suns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You feel me? You have all these all-star players. Great, but you need people to fill in the blanks.
And they gave up campaign too. They're weird for that. And they needed him.
Thank you.
Why they gave it?
Thank you for this. That's not the point, but that's how I feel about. That's how I feel about like AEW. Is you have all these all stars, but yeah, who's you guys to fill in the blanks?
Whole WWE
Come on.
roster.
Yeah,
I know.
Like, so most people think, oh, I'm just gonna get this player. No, I'm gonna get this person. Like it. Oh, okay. Perfect example. Like even with me when I'm doing my events, people are trying to get the talent that came. You know, all the celebrities that. And then interview them and grab them for. Who put it all together? I'll probably be the last person that they talk to at times. They don't think of the mindset of somebody like me to put all of that together. That's what AEW does. They get all of the people, all of the characters who are wrestlers, but not the main people who are putting these things together. Like so.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
like,
pretty much
that's my biggest gripe this week was I didn't feel like the focus was Swerve.
But all these things too, like even go with all of this, like even with Hog, even with Battle Club, all these independent wrestling events I've been refereeing is culture. AEW lacks a culture because when you go over there, it's just like, what's the culture? Oh, we're like wrestling lives. Okay, so what's certain things you can't do? There's no culture. WWE, it's a culture. TNA is a culture. MLW is a culture. There's no culture. Yeah. Like how that? Okay, Tony Khan do all of this.
Said he hated it.
So one thing I felt like, and we'll do Backlash predictions and then we'll sign off. One thing I definitely noticed from everybody except for Cody, because Cody's a locked box. I don't know what type of, if he signed an NDA or something. But like Jade and Punk both kind of mentioned the disorganization of the company. And that spoke volumes. And even from Jade to say that, because Jade said it on Busted Radio when she was doing media for WrestleMania weekend. She has said, like, for me, it was just the organization. And even I personally have friends that work for the company when it will tell me, like, yo, we actually, there's times they don't even know they're going to be on TV until, like, day of. Like you got people that people that will work the indies and still want to make that money and have to drop a booking because AEW called and they want them for TV for tomorrow. Yeah. Like it happens.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
we're not organized for okay. There is certain things where you can't make an excuse about. Is organization that goes beyond how many years you've been in the wrestling business. That's just how you're supposed to run stuff, period. And I think that's the key thing. They lack culture.
All right, so let's talk about some Backlash. Thank you guys for joining us. Wow. We're having good convo. Sorbo was gonna sweat it out his whole outfit. So that's how you know it was a good convo.
He gave us throwback Jobbertears.
Yeah, like that. That was the beginning.
Oh, let's talk about the game real quick before we go into Backlash.
What game?
His game.
Oh, I felt like leave the best for last. That's how I was gonna do it. But okay, we can talk about the 8th annual celebrity charity basketball game.
Hopefully, Wilkins gets a jersey and plays.
Oh boy, 120 seconds.
I didn't get my invite.
So the email went out today.
120.
Let me check my email.
So is that Father's Day weekend?
It's Father's Day weekend.
Father's Day weekend.
It's
that's
that
lit.
Saturday, June 15th at
Mhm.
I like to do at different colleges. So we're at John Jay College this
Ooh.
year. It's gonna be really
How
dope.
much money you spend on that?
It's from 3:00 doors open to 8:30, 9:00.
Oh, I
So-
put 3:30.
I have a question
no, it
for
starts
you.
at 3:30, but doors open at 3.
All right, so
I ain't
then
get
y'all
no
know
email,
that.
son.
This nigga here is checking online. Don't do
Yeah,
that
yeah,
to
bro.
him.
Yeah, I got
You're
you, man. Check
annoying.
the email,
And
check
I
the
found
You're
email.
early bird
annoying.
tickets available now. Okay,
Tickets are available now.
Early bird? It's
Early bird tickets. they're
$20.
starting at
There ain't no
$20
excuse.
Right now. Yeah. So and then
There ain't no excuse.
So we got that going. We got VIP tickets as well too.
What's with the VIP tickets? What's
VIP,
included?
You'll get a meal. You get
Oh.
food, drinks, and you also be with the celebrities, in like a
Oh.
skybox.
How much
seating,
is that ticket?
$100 ticket.
Oh,
I
okay.
also wanted to. I checked out the venue for you guys for your show too. I know y'all want to do a wrestling show,
Yeah.
so they are open. They actually had boxing matches and everything there.
Yo, how
before,
much?
too.
How much is
So
it?
I didn't check on all that, but.
All right,
they
we
would
talk
do for
about
you.
that.
We're
We'll
gonna
figure
talk
that
about
out.
So y'all
Jobber
might
Slam
have
5 in the
yeah,
city.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm gonna
figure
say
that out.
this.
We'll figure that
For
out.
a person who went there as a fan, great fan experiences. You get like a mini dunk contest.
Oh yeah.
And niggas be jamming.
Yeah.
And not only that, you have many different vendors.
But you saw me play. I don't know if I'm
Wait,
playing.
Oh
hold on,
my
hold on,
God.
hold on.
So
I got built up
we
to
got
that.
vendors.
I really
Yeah,
love
I
how
got
y'all
kids.
both will
Let's
figure out a way to
let's
talk
get
about
Mr. Black,
me.
Mr. Black.
Yeah, kid.
I'm.
You got vendors.
Mhm.
You guys get to take a picture with these celebrities.
Mhm.
They ain't on Hollywood. And
Yeah.
Mike, last time Whoopi was there.
Yeah.
So the fact
That's a
that
little
not
gel.
only that you meet the people who's playing at the game,
Yeah.
meet people who support the game, celebrities too. It's a great atmosphere,
For sure.
perfect for the kids.
Yeah.
There's no cursing, no one's fighting, there's no rottiness.
Ballin' for
When I
peace.
said that it's a good environment, you have nothing to do Father Day weekend, yo,
Pull up.
pull up. You should
Yo,
definitely
so
pull
my
up.
question-
I'll pull
oh
up.
my
Hell yeah,
God.
pull up too. Hell
Definitely
yeah.
pull up. Watch me
Low
play.
key, that VIP ticket is like
But
screaming
all,
at me.
all jokes aside,
Get me a ticket, hell yeah.
it's an amazing event.
Hell yeah.
I had a good time. Cause
What was your favorite thing about last?
Whoopee.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay,
Whoopi-
what's your second favorite thing? Because I
Whoopi-
feel like that was all
I
the
think
Oscars.
it felt like an all-star game.
Okay.
It felt like a legit
kudos
all-star
to
game.
you.
Yeah. So that was 7th annual. That was our first game back in New York since the pandemic.
What keeps you going?
I just love what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I love connecting people.
Mm-hmm.
I always say it. I wish I had more people like myself around me. You understand?
That's
Like,
bars.
you know, at the end of the day, it's tough to get people, like-minded people, or get
Mhm.
people or different energy. There could be somebody who just like you, but they don't really. They're not gonna support you how you would
How
support,
you support, yeah.
yourself. You understand? So I try. You know, like even last time I had.
Good point.
How many people I came with? Came maybe 3-4 people last time.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to all my people. I love them daily. But again, people life be lifing. People can't, move on your same time. So, but what keeps me going is that this is a life journey. It's something that I like. It's not a
Sure.
one-off.
Legacy.
It's not a one-off. Like even when I'm building with people, even connecting with you guys, this is
Mhm.
gonna be something that I hopefully brand and help you
Hell
guys'
yeah.
brand continue to grow. And we moving up. We moving the needle together. You understand? So,
I think that's always the goal is that everybody, like how Mr. Black always says, everybody eats, and I think that's like that's always, even though it's said playfully, but it's like really meant to be what he's saying,
Mhm.
because it's never been, even when we do Jobber Sam, like before we went live, I said the biggest thing about this year's Jobber Sam, I feel like, is everybody's asked, how can I be a part? Like, how can I touch a part of the legacy of the Jobbertears and Battle Club Pro? And that's what hypes me up, because I'm saying here, like I tell them all the time, like, nigga, we playing spades. I got like one in the possible left in me. But
Yeah.
when people outside of our inner circle appreciation shows that level of like, yo, what y'all
You gotta
doing
keep
is changing
going,
the
keep
game.
going.
It's like, damn, we
Keep
gotta
going.
keep
Like
going.
especially for the black community.
Yeah, for the
But there's
culture.
not too many. So before I met you guys, like it was like I couldn't talk about wrestling.
Oh, I
No,
hate
meaning
that for you.
not because I didn't know where to go.
Mhm.
So when I got the invite to Legends and all that other stuff, it was like,
Mhm.
oh, there's a whole bunch of us. Like you
Yeah.
know what I mean? But I didn't know
It's
that.
so funny. And
And then I met one of my coworkers. I didn't know he was in the wrestling. We used to talk about wrestling, but he never, again, he never told me that he's going to things like this. We would talk at work.
Mm-hmm.
My guy Henry, like, but he never spoke to me, like, yo, I'm going to this match or anything like. Never. So he told me about it. No, I actually saw him there. I'm like, yo, I didn't know you. And that's how that happened. Now I gave him tickets. I got some tickets to AEW. I gave it to him and everything like that.
All of that, it's just like.
It's community.
Like, it's very community, like, that's even the back end on it. It's just like you have a basketball tournament and, like, you make these celebrities who just on IG feel bigger than life.
The Lakers just
like,
fired Darvin Ham.
I'm not surprised. Just to get that invite,
Breaking
like,
news.
let's say somebody that had that hooping on the internet for years.
Yeah.
And then after you say, yo, come to celebrity basketball, you looking like, I get recognized.
100%. So, like, one of my biggest attributes, too, like, Tristan Jazz, he's, like, does all the trick layups and all that. His first celebrity game was with us, with Ballin' for Peace. And then to see him at the NBA All-Star game this year, that was fire. That was hard. Like, to see stuff like that happen. See Coyle Ray. We had her at Ballin' for Peace as well, too. Now she's one of the biggest artists. Lola Brooke. I just posted something yesterday when she was in our celebrity game, and now she's, I love to see
Wilkins.
that.
Well, you're annoying. Whoopi Goldberg, when they had took the picture, they had talked
Now
about
he's
their
wrestling
experience.
WWE.
When they was talking about their experience, I had just started watching the show that her granddaughter was on.
Yeah.
So it was
Shout
just
out
so funny. I was just sitting there like,
that's
I
my
was-
homegirl.
yo,
Like,
she's a ball of fun. From the show I was watching, I was like, yo, and you could tell that that's Whoopi granddaughter.
So people was like, even having her like, yo, how'd you get? I'm like, yeah, I was at her house for like Memorial Day. I was I was at Whoopi's crib and all that. So people, you knew she was coming. Yeah, I knew
I
she
put it
was
together.
Coming. I put the
You
event together.
dummies.
Whoopi didn't just show up there, like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think
Like,
she just walk into some place.
and especially the Bronx. Not to say anything, but
It's near
Whoopi
Fordham Road,
I had
bro.
Whoopi
Like,
in the Bronx at Lehman College.
yeah,
Like,
that's no one can, and that's the
You
thing
understand what I'm
I
saying?
love. That's the beauty about when you're putting on monumental events like this, is that people can say like, yo, we did this. Like this year, I don't know if y'all heard, the streets ain't really been talking, but we will be pushing. Like, we got Shelton Benjamin coming for Jobber Slam.
That's fire.
Like,
So
and
like even releasing stuff like that. So like in the background, like when you release, who's gonna be there this shit? God, just relax. You know what I'm saying? Like you, but sometimes I set the bar so high from even myself.
yo, every year it's like
yo,
how
so
do you
who's
do you do it bigger and better?
Relax. Chris Brown's gonna be in town. He's at the
I'm
Barclays
hollering.
Center on Father's Day and on Monday. So you know what I mean? Maybe we can have Chris
This nigga
Brown
over
and
here
shit.
planting seeds. I
Yeah,
can't with you.
I'm
He the real plant.
Like,
he the real plant.
honestly,
Yeah.
the people you just had there is just like, just to see that. I've been watching these dudes on my screen for many years.
Yeah.
The fact that you're able to just like be at the basketball, you have so much different, the energy, man. That's one thing, I have
freshness,
energy.
it
Like,
is.
don't forget, he hit the game with us, son. That shit was sexy,
I
son.
did.
That shit was sexy. So it was just,
So the crazy thing about that is before the game started, I went to sleep. I was in the back sleeping. My man had the game's about to start. Like I had my jersey on. I was so tired. People don't understand all of the work that you put in to put these things together. I was sleep in the back by the catering where we had catering for everybody and all that. And my man woke me up like, yo, the game tip-off's about to start. So I tipped, tip off, no diddy. And then
I'm hollering.
and then like played the first couple minutes, and then I was out. I subbed out.
Mhm.
Did some other stuff. Started taking pictures of everybody, and then the end of the game, my team was losing. I'm like, nah, I can't lose that in front of
Nigga
Whoopi.
said,
I subbed in the game, made some plays. Look, you watch that game back.
he
It's
did.
on YouTube and everything like that. Watch that game. Made some plays, defensive stops, all that. Fucking hit that game winner. I maybe shot twice the whole game.
wait, were you
hit
on
that
the
game
winning
winner.
team?
Yeah.
Oh, you was on my team?
Yeah. I'm a winner.
Oh my God. Speaking about winners, let's do this prediction real quick for Backlash. If you are in the tri-state area, the boys will be at Legends tomorrow afternoon. Backlash, I believe the start time is it 12?
Yeah.
Well, doors open a little before that, but I
Like 1
believe.
p.m.
Let's double check that, because I just feel like it definitely is in the afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, because they're in France and it's about 7-hour time difference. But all right, so we got a few matches going on. Let's see. We got. I actually don't want this to end clean because I actually kind of want them to build the story with AJ. So you got AJ Styles going against Cody Rhodes for the undisputed
Cody doesn't lose.
WWE champion.
He doesn't really
But that's what
lose.
I said. I feel like this should be not a clean 1, 2, 3. Like I love AJ, and for me, you're literally you're getting 2 different eras of TNA. You're getting 2 different Bullet Club members. You're getting 2 there's a story I feel like still needs to be laid out And I feel like a one-off isn't just gonna do us justice, but Cody will probably win.
Cody will go.
We got former senior Money in the Bank, now WWE World Heavyweight Champion Punishment Martinez, aka Damian Priest, hometown guy,
Damian Priest.
going against
Jey Uso.
Main event. Jey Uso.
That's gonna be a good match. That's gonna be a banger. That's gonna be a banger.
Yo, it was so funny.
Better than the match he had with his brother.
He spoke about that too.
Yeah.
Time, a bunch of stuff had popped off in that.
They need a rematch.
I think they should go the best of 3.
Yeah.
I think honestly they should do the 3rd match at next year's WrestleMania to end that, to give us the match they should have gave us this year.
Yeah.
He's been off TV.
Well, he's injured.
Uh-huh.
So he's injured, and that's why he's remaining as a free agent as of right now. Anyone that was injured was not eligible for the draft. Like, they really, people shitted on the draft, but they really made it and it was so funny because the NFL draft was happening at the same time.
Yo, they're clicking on all cylinders.
They had fucking Patty Pat Mahomes on fucking Raw.
That's crazy.
It wasn't bad. Like, okay, for me, it's okay.
I love it.
Okay. The draft presentation, everything around it, fire.
Yo.
Fire. But the picks.
The people who stayed in with
it wasn't
some
all
were good,
that.
some
But
were bad.
overall, though, both Raw and SmackDown was a good show to watch overall, though. So, like,
and all NXT call-ups were great.
100%. So
I will absolutely say that.
What do you think about that Carmelo Cody?
Yo.
match?
Woo!
Fire, right?
I was hollering. I was like, oh my God, because we know it. So proud of him, because a lot of people will look at it like, well, why would they do that? He lost, they buried him, and it's just like, no. They literally, if you go back and watch when he was drafted and he came out and you had Triple H and you had Cody standing next to each other and you had Carmelo standing next to them, you literally saw past, present, future. You literally saw it. And then for him, the main event SmackDown, that speaks volumes. So it's not, people get caught up in wins and losses, and yes, it matters, but the bigger picture is that, guess what? You will remember that, man, his first night on SmackDown, he lost to Cody, but then when he beats Cody, you'll be like, oh, shit.
One more thing. People are always, they would get upset when W used to do the count-outs or the DQs and everything like that. It's like a lose-lose situation. Now that people are actually losing, oh, he lost clean in the middle of the match in the ring.
Now you upset.
Buried. Like, it's like,
Oh, God.
Yeah,
yo, he does make a good point. You're right.
We got the WWE Women's Championship, your girl Bayley going against Naomi and Tiffany Stratton, triple threat match.
I think Tiffany might pull it off.
I like Tiffany.
You know what? I'm
like
feeling it
Tiffany,
too.
but Bayley just got the title, so like.
I'm feeling it too.
I don't know.
I like Tiff though. It's Tiffy time.
Tiffy time. I love her. The best new soul in the business.
Like just
like I'm sitting here literally waiting, and I know Charlotte's gonna come back sooner than later. I'm literally waiting to see Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Like that is going to be the match that everyone's gonna go back and be like, whoa,
I'm going Bayley.
baby.
For the safe real pick, I'm gonna go Bayley.
All right, we got going up. We got Randall and Kevin Owens going against Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga's fine ass. Let's talk about that. That nigga's hot. Anyway, do we see, once again, rumor has it Jacob Fatu once again is a cousin of theirs, and he is slate to pop up at any time.
I'm giving it to the bloodline.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Me too, yeah.
We got the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. The Kabuki Warriors, the Pirate Girl, and Asuka going against Black Excellence at its finest, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
What's the next pay-per-view after this?
Niggas in Paris. Do they go to Saudi? They go to Saudi for the King and Queen of the Ring. Because this is May. King and Queen of the Ring is at the end of May. NXT Battlegrounds June. I think the next big pay-per-view for them after Saudi is going to be Money in the Bank.
I'm going to give it to Fire and Ice. That's the name.
This nigga is calling them Fire and Ice. I'm hollering.
Honestly, I think that they lose.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think they throw the titles on them ASAP.
Right away.
Yeah.
Really? You think so?
Well, also, too, they had, keep in mind, Damage Control got drafted to Raw as an entirety. So I think, and the Asian girls don't need the belts. They all right. Give them to the black girls so they could make it worth something. And then, because what's going to happen? What's going to happen is they're going to win the tag belts. This nigga said their name is Destiny's Child. I can't. What they're going to do is they're going to win the belts. And then next week on SmackDown, they're gonna give them new belts. They're gonna give the girls new belts.
Dang, so you made me change my mind. You know what?
They're gonna give the girls new belts. Because you gotta give your Because you gotta get the whole like kind of like bad juju vibes off the belt. So I think Trips.
Like,
I think because they gave the men tag belts different belts. I think
we have no shot.
None. Neither one of them. They both married.
I met her husband, son. Cool dude.
I think that's it. He used to play baseball.
He used to play baseball.
Yeah.
He's nice. He's like nice.
He was with the Dodgers, right?
He was with the Red Sox, and I think he was at the Reds before, if I know
He was
correctly.
all-star for like many years.
Yeah,
like, a couple
he's
all-stars.
And I think they own like a softball company.
Bro,
the two of them.
No, he's like nice.
Yeah.
And whatever I think it's a softball team, but whatever baseball like I don't want to say D League, but whatever thing they have. No, he's not in Paris. Once again, SmackDown is taped, but it will be airing regular time tonight. And then once again, Backlash will be in the afternoon time. I do believe it is a 1 o'clock start time on Peacock. And then after that, so let's just know because Michael's sister baby shower tomorrow. Well, not I won't be. Yeah, we're driving to Pennsylvania tomorrow morning.
Legends tomorrow.
They'll be there. Yeah. They'll be there. I won't be there, unfortunately. And then after that, I think the next time we'll be at Legends will be for Double or Nothing, which they're building up now.
Yeah, he was a dog.
He was it was the Braves the Braves and
okay.
and the Reds.
Someone said he was a dog at second base.
Yeah, no, he's like nice.
Yeah,
he didn't say dog. Mind you, he didn't say D-O-G. He said D-dog.
No, he was.
Well, he's from Chicago, so you know that Red Sox. They know baseball up there. They know baseball.
Yeah.
But no, whatever team they owned had won whatever championship they were in. So like he's really like
He plays
good.
for that team too.
No. He's the owner, but also once again as owner you put together. But as your owner, you're putting the pieces together of the team. Unlike Jerry Jones, he don't really put pieces. He hires back Zeke. He does all dumb shit. But whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I think that is it for
That's
us.
it?
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna say like nothing on the Backlash. That's it, big dogs.
No, that's it. Backlash.
We're overtime.
And then that's it. I talked about Roman for about an hour, so we
That
had
was a fire conversation though.
It was valid though.
That was very.
I think it's one of those conversations that I encourage everyone to have. Because it gives a different look at how certain fans look at things. Like where you got the hardcore, you got the casuals, you got the semi-casuals, you got the semi-hardcore. It's like everybody's fandom is different
too, because I feel like nobody won't be honest about how they feel about the women's. You feel me? He said nothing disrespectful. He just said that.
No, that's not his cup of tea.
How's it presented to me? I don't enjoy it.
That's
but if Summers presenting bright, I enjoy it.
I enjoy. Yeah, I enjoy.
I challenge you to watch NXT.
Certain women as well. I'm interested.
Yeah, if you like Tiffany,
I like.
Then I encourage you to keep watching NXT.
Yeah, no, I rock with it.
Cause NXT they got Lash, they got Jakara.
What's the joint who she got injured? I think she tore her ACL, but she just came back. She do the splits. NXT.
Nikki Lyon.
Yeah, Nikki. Yeah.
Oh, her.
All the black dudes.
You got Lola Vice, who just made history. Her and Natalya had the first women's NXT Underground match. No ropes match. They had an MMA style.
Match.
Yeah, I encourage you go watch NXT. That may open up. I think that may open up that like for especially for women matches because they really strategically do it well to the point where you have to pay attention.
Fire.
I think they should. Before we go, I think they should scope out a day or that they have strictly women. And
see, but they did. See, but they,
Evolution.
They did it, and
the show.
Y'all niggas ain't show up.
They did it. Wasn't it sold out?
Sold out.
No, it wasn't.
I said y'all niggas ain't show out.
And it did
I'm talking about y'all as individuals. Y'all didn't go to that show.
Wait. I didn't know this because this is just me just looking outside, looking in. On television, that shit was hot.
I mean, they probably didn't fully sell, but being physically there were barely any seats here. I actually went to an all women. It opened so I wouldn't I wouldn't not say it was I wouldn't say it was not sold out, but I wouldn't say like it was empty.
Was it in New York?
Long Island.
Yeah, was
that's our Coliseum.
It was funny because the whole it's like a dollar value of Barclays, so it's weird.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's weird. But all right, thank you. Let everyone know that's watching where to find you, and also once again plug your up and coming event. We look forward to it.
So again, thank you for having me. You can find me H2O5 on Instagram. That's the letter O, not 0. Ballin for Peace, BALLIN, the number 4 peace, and ballinforpeace.org. Go to the website, get the tickets. June 15th, we at John Jay College for our 8th annual celebrity charity basketball game. You can, if you can make it out, tickets are only $20 right now.
It's gonna change in about a week.
100%. Donate if you can. You know what I mean? Go to the website, get everything you need. But yo, show up. You never know who's gonna be there.
Ooh, because you know he definitely tried to tease that Breezy was gonna come. So
Breezy. Chris Breezy.
Oh. Shout out to the Black Brewery podcast in the building. They're sending the newest beer being released. They're sending, so look out for that because your ass will forget. But no, thank you, Mr. H2O, for joining us, coming back, friend of the show.
Tell them to DM me.
Oh, and have one of the boys DM Sir Wilkins, and then because that address, I was like, they probably sent it to Queens, and they probably need to send it to Jersey now. Thank you so much for joining us. This was a very fan-based episode, which sometimes is good because once again we all are fans of the business, so we do want to keep that always in the front. As we did mention, if you have not heard, Jobber Stand 4 tickets are on sale as we speak. Front row general admission is on sale as we speak. Sponsorship is available. You can hit me up directly for that information. We did announce once again the Golden Standard Shelton Benjamin will be in the building. We are really excited to have him. Shout out to the Knucklehead Network, because even Totes at the end of Battle Club had said to me, he said, "That's my favorite wrestler." He was just, dead face, like, "That's my favorite wrestler." I said, I'm going to make sure you get a picture and you hug him and you tell him how much you love him, because that's what it really is about. It's about you meeting the person that got you into wrestling, that gave you that feeling, that gave you them butterflies.
And that motivates them too.
Exactly.
That motivates them.
It shows shows them that the impact they thought they didn't make, they actually did make. So that's really why when he told me that Shelton Benjamin was his favorite, I said, "Oh shit, really?" So no, we will have Shelton Benjamin in the building, main eventing. So make sure buy your tickets now. We are officially on the road to Jobber Stand 4, so we're super excited about that. Once again, the guys will be at Legends tomorrow for Backlash. We will be wait, did we say we remote next week, or we in studio next week? We remote next week. All right, catch us next week for our home edition of our morning show of the Jobbertears podcast. As always, I'm Janelle from HR, here with Sir Wilkins and Mrblacc. As long as he's on the side, you can't really see him anymore. But hashtag Black Excellence, hashtag we.
Got the hands in motion. If you go a rolling, no need to focus. Traveling states and over oceans. You gotta wait till your coast chosen. Trying to have lines outside the show like Harry Potter releases at Barnes & Noble.